Let's.
Yeah, we are recording. And I actually never thought to ask Chris if you were ready to start recording. Sorry, that was rude.
I'm always ready. Always ready.
Born ready, were you? Right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I was just telling the lads here, dear audience. Right, Drew, you're very visible because you've got a light enough screen, but you are. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry.
He always is, though, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen?
He's a slouch. He's a slouchy person.
Am I any higher up?
Not really. Your head's just poking over the flag and no more there. That looks better. Your microphone's high. I can tell where your microphone is if it's going to be working for us.
The problem is every time I stand up, my seat falls apart and I have to reassemble it.
Duct tape or something else?
It's no. I could explain it.
I'm going to buy a new seat. I've been trying to repair or rescue the best bits of three seats, and none of them fit. Any of the parts fit together, so I'm just going to fuck it. I'm just going to buy a new chair.
I can't afford a new chair, and even if I could, my brain, I don't want to spend money on a fucking chair.
Yeah, I'm like that. It seems like a chair's like it should be a thing.
You should buy one chair and it should last you for the rest
They should
of your
last.
life.
They don't though. The gas lifts are made so cheaply these days.
Well, part of the problem is my previous chair. My mum stole it from her work. Cops come after me. She's dead. Fuck you. And her previous work, she worked in an advertising agency. So they had fucking nice chairs, and she stole one. And it was more comfortable than like a lot of like armchairs. It was a lovely, really comfortable chair. And eventually that just gave out, and I'm on this piece of shit now.
Interesting you say that, talking about nicked chairs. Like my favourite chair I've ever had. I mean, it wouldn't have lasted this long because it was like I had it in the late 90s. But my favourite chair that I ever had was it was a high-backed office chair, but it was one of those materially ones.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a foamy
not the mesh
one, not a mesh one. No, way before those existed. As
yeah.
But anyway, it was a very comfortable chair. Needed a wee bit of repair, and I fixed it. But the reason that I had it was I actually stole it from my ex-wife. When we split up, I stole a nice chair. I took the nice chair.
What a win!
Because I'm a cunt. But but I had to leave it in Scotland when I moved back down here, and it's one of those, you have a regret losing that, and it was green, which I loved because it was like a nice green. It wasn't like a garish green or a dull green. It was just a nice middly shade of green that worked really well, and it was a super comfy chair. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Aha! Right now, right. Okay. As I was saying to the lads before we started, got my notes for the episode. Series 5, episode 1. That's mine, right?
Yeah.
Exodus is the name of the episode, and I made these notes. Is there an echo?
Drew is breathing again.
No, there is like a very slight echo.
Oh, there is. It is.
Is it coming from me?
I think it is.
How?
Are you on headphones?
I am.
Is your ear right up to the? Sometimes...
I mean, to be fair, it was. Yeah.
Okay,
maybe
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can still hear it. It's like there's.
Okay.
It's like. It is like somebody's got when you get headphones, somebody's on the bus with headphones playing really shit music. It's like that, but it's our voices.
Is it coming through is it happening now?
Well, I can't hear it, which means it's me.
Can I hear it? I don't think I can hear it.
It's only me that's repeating for some reason. Oh, wait a minute, it stopped. Oh no, it came back. Bollocks.
Oh, no, I can hear it. Kind of hear it too. I just don't. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's listen. Anyway, made my notes with my very own Lammy
Safari.
Now, there is a story. I could have waited and bought it online this week and picked a colour, and I would probably have ended up picking the same colour as you. But once I saw this in person, they only had 2 colours in the shop that was left in the shop, and it was some really shitty grey. But it wasn't a nice grey even. It was some. I think it might even have been the transparent or some shit like that. I didn't like it anyway. Or the yellow. And once I saw the yellow in person.
Yeah, I like that yellow.
I actually thought,
I really
that's
like
okay,
that.
I'm going to get that. And I mean, I think it was like £2 dearer than it was online, but obviously you don't have to pay postage when you buy it in a shop, And I picked up some black ink because it came with one blue ink cart, which I'll never ever use.
So you use black ink?
Yeah, I'm a black ink person. Are you a blue inker, are you?
I'm a green inker. I am.
Green ink. A lot of people don't like that on forums and things, though.
I don't use this on forums. I'm not going to let some fucking bureaucrat look at this precious slammy ink. No,
but it's And you're a cartridge user, but Drew, you've got the refill. You've got the cartridge adapter with refill option. Yeah. I wanted to get that, but again, we didn't have
soul with this pen.
Oh, is that what is that for your poems and stuff?
I think
my love letters.
Chris, you should tell the story of when a lady come into your office and you were writing in blue.
Oh my God,
I love that story.
I remember it so vividly. So I was at my news desk and I was just working away, and this very posh old dear came in. And I think it was a very trivial thing. It was like, oh, can you make sure the latest Women's Institute meeting is in the paper or something that you do with a local paper. And she wanted to know the editor. The editor wasn't in. So I was like, all right, I'll take your details. Editor will get back to you. And I gave her a blue pen. And the way that she looked at this blue pen and reflected on it, she was like, oh, a blue? Like, I can't even, what was the exact words she said? It was like, oh, it was basically, she was basically calling me the old-timey person for woke. Like, it's like, oh, what a hippie writing in blue ink.
Blue ink, yeah.
Blue ink. Wow, yeah. I mean, I've always been a black ink person. Though. I'm on her side.
Yeah, and it's like sort of ever since that day, I'm like, you know what? I might go green.
I do like writing in other colours, but it's like, I don't like switching pens, so I just end up going to black most of the time. It's just stick with a pen,
green ink and a green pen. If I get
that makes sense.
If I get Lamy Safari, I may get one for black, but I don't like when it comes to forms. Sometimes you got like shitty glossy paper and shit like that. Sometimes I just go. I've got like a Parker biro. They're pretty good for biros, and this is like I write for fun in this thing, so I can get away with any color I want. But
but once you've gone Lamy, you'll never go back.
Oh no! These
not once you've gone Fountain, you'll never go back. I think.
I think fountain pens in general are good, but the Lamy, the Safari in particular, it's an
everyday sort of pen. Still,
so long as it's got ink in it, it's either got ink. Or it'll work. If it's got ink in it, it'll work.
Yeah. It's either got ink in it or it doesn't have ink in it.
Exactly.
Well, this one, as you can see, I don't know how long it would take to settle, but I mean, I've only had it for a day and a bit, so it's not going to be, that much in it. But,
and it stands out on a desk if it's a bright colour.
That's true. Yeah, that was another reason I thought, I can pick it up then. Yeah,
the transparent pen, as if we don't already have enough of. I can't find my pen.
Yeah.
Let's make it harder.
So it's So I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
That is a big part of the reason because I've got a black desk, a black carpet, a dimly lit room. I like the green, but part of it was just like I want something that I can see it, wherever it is.
Yeah. I've got it with a bunch of things. I got like this little paintbrush that I use for like small dusting. So if there's like some dust, it cleans the keyboard a little bit with it. Oh right, yeah. Well, but this is the point. And it's like, and I've got a few other odd bits of tools. Oh, sorry, that I knocked the mic in the corner. And it's like the Lamy stands out. If I need a quick make a note, boom, I know which one of these. I don't end up writing with my paintbrush or whatever. But it's so it's just good for dusting. Gets the dust out of the.
Yeah, I got a set of those anti-static ones a little while ago, and that's been good for like cleaning PCBs and stuff. But there's a couple of the ones in there are more for like cleaning out your keyboard and things like that. Yeah. But I've been looking at there was a YouTuber. I don't look on YouTube very often, especially not. Oh, that's another thing that's changed recently for me is I've started using the VPN.
Oh yeah.
The mole one. What's it called?
Mulvad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you were talking about the browser, weren't you? And I looked it up.
I got the browser. The browser it's Firefox based and it's based also on the Tor version of Firefox.
Okay.
And it's brilliant. Some stuff doesn't work very well, but it's things that I think, I know why it's not working. That's because it's blocking something that they don't want you to, and it's like, no, fine. I'm fine with that. And I've still got LibreWolf installed, and obviously Chromium's there for, those things that don't work with it. Unfortunately, the one thing it doesn't work with this browser, and I can't quite work out why, is my VTT, my Foundry VTT, virtual tabletop for RPG games. it won't even show me a login screen. It's just like it gets the background and the sort of text, and then the little script doesn't come up. But I mean, it always works better in Chromium anyway. To be honest, it's like, and I can't really fault people that are making a web app for sort of choosing a browser. You know, it's not ideal, but I can sort of see when you're making a really huge program, with a server side and front ends and everything. It's like you kind of have to go with whatever's the popular thing, you know, and it works.
I mean, when I've made websites like personal projects and stuff, just like toys, and sometimes I mess around in JavaScript back in the day, making little toys and stuff, and I just make it work in whatever browser I'm using at the time. If it doesn't work in other browsers, you use Firefox or don't.
Yeah, basically something like that. Yeah. So I've been using that, and that's been good. It's not affecting anything here, and also it was very easy. I've seen people talking about problems with VPNs using KDE Connect, but there's basically a toggle. So on my phone, I've got the thing installed, and on my desktop, I've got the app installed, the application installed, and there's like a toggle for local network stuff. So as long as your local network isn't compromised, obviously that'd be a problem. But as long as your local network, you trust it, then obviously you just boom.
I assume you're using the WireGuard rather than the OpenVPN.
I believe it is.
Yeah, it's nicer.
Hang on.
Yeah, actually, I think mine's on WireGuard, if I'm not mistaken.
It's much easier to do manually, and it's more efficient. It's built into the kernel.
WireGuard. WireGuard.
Yeah, nice.
I'm such a loser. I just use the NordVPN app, but
oh well, this is the Mulvad app as well, because it works.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
I think
it's a wee bit iffy on my desktop because I don't use a desktop. I just use a thing. So
what's
I was a bit sorry. I just saw a really good thing on the Fediverse, which I've just boosted to you guys. I'll show it to the. I'll show it. Can I grab the picture and put it on something?
Yeah, grab.
Copy image. Oh, actually, can I put it up there? Yes, I can. Right, I've put it on my screen, but you guys can see it. But I'm like, it's.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite funny.
Oh, that's a nice font. I'm going to boost something.
A nice font?
Yeah, might have a look at that for my time. I've just boosted
Martian
it.
Mono.
Martian, that does look like a nice
font. I don't think
I like the nice A's.
It's an image. It's not an image, it's a video, so I can't just drag and drop it anywhere.
I need to look at the G's. I like that. I like the curly G's.
That looks nice. I too am going to boast that. That's we need to do a font review. Oh, we could do.
We could tier some fonts. I've got one of my favourites. I'll have to definitely tell you that one. Anyway, before we get in some sort of rabbit hole,
but hang on, no. Before we get off this tangent,
the tangent's fine. Just not. I don't want to keep clicking things on the internet and finding more.
Oh, right, no, it's okay. But if you want to look at some interesting fonts, chrisware.wales. I've just put some new fonts on my website. Not like, I mean, I've just put the text in different fonts. I haven't like.
You haven't drawn.
I like the fonts.
You haven't drawn a link to fonts.
Yeah.
It's now a font. It's now a font repository.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good font?
People have no taste.
I used to be very interested in font. I made a few fonts back in the day. I used to be very into typography, and now I'm very lazy. Like, I wanted nice looking font, but I just want a nice looking font and then not have to worry about it for 5 years until I get bored of it. Like, I just want to be done. Yeah, but I want that. Currently use IBM Plex Mono is what I
used
use.
that one for a while. Yeah, because I was on Comic Mono, which is the Comic Sans monospace font.
I've seen
Comic
that.
Sans is a good font. I will defend Comic Sans. It is a good font.
It's not as bad as people say.
Yeah, it's not.
It was just misused by a lot of people.
It's misused. Yeah, that's the problem.
The actual font. It's because people don't understand the difference between typefaces and style choice. Yeah. People just go, click that font and make it this size and then that size. And
I mean, we are technically wrong saying fonts. They are typefaces.
Yeah. Well,
but everybody says fonts, so fuck it.
I mean, I think the best use of Comic Sans is in church village hall meetings.
Yes,
like
perfect. Yes, and posters for village fates and stuff. That's got to be Comic Sans.
It's got a sort
I'm told
cutesy provincial. parochial thing going on.
Yeah, I'm told that Comic Sans is for some people with dyslexia can be somewhat.
Oh yeah, it's a very well. That's because it's unlike something like Papyrus, which also gets misused a lot, which is just a stylistic font. Comic Sans is actually a very well designed font. It's a very within the constraints that they were, the purpose of it. It's got the right amount of, because you want with fonts to make them readable, you want a bit of irregularity so that the letters sort of stand out and are distinct, and it does that well and it flows nicely. It's a well designed font.
Yeah, but it is iconic, and that sometimes works against it.
Like Helvetica. Like Helvetica is a very nicely designed font, but because it's used by design twats everywhere, it's fucking insufferable.
Yeah,
I weirdly enough, I really enjoyed Open Sans, which I think is a Google font.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
I think that's one of those aerially kind of intentionally boring fonts.
Yeah. It's not designed to.
Arial was always. I never liked Arial. It was never.
Arial's very
It should have been something. I mean, they were obviously trying to get something without stepping on the toes of the other sans serif fonts, but anyway,
very, very dull.
Yeah.
Anyway, fonts. Enough. What?
Okay, so
we're starting a new series of The Expanse, people.
Well, I'll tell you what. This actually felt like an episode of The Expanse this time.
Yes.
Definitely did. And it was there was lots and lots of different characters and stuff. It wasn't just spending ages in one place.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been this deep into the show, and I was a little bit watching season 4. I was a little bit worried that maybe season 5 isn't as good as I remembered it to be, and then watched episode 1. And fucking it's exactly what you said. It's like, this is The Expanse again.
Yeah.
And I ended up watching the first 5 episodes all in one sitting.
I deliberately didn't, because I just wanted to keep it for the show.
Spoilers, but they're fucking great.
I already miss Ashford.
Yes.
He's a character that we could have kept going, but
did they have to kill him off? Did he just?
It's such a good death though, and it fit him so well.
It was a good death scene.
Oh no, I want it for entirely superficial reasons. Not
story. You just liked him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the opening scene where the asteroid gets burnt up in
Rock number 9. Targeted 21 megatons, 173 days after launch. Sorry, I just wrote that down as it was.
I have questions about
that as well. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, you say your thing first. You might say
this was a bit more like superficial as well. How it felt very CGI.
I didn't feel that. I mean,
not that was a bad thing.
I can see what you mean, but I didn't.
And good CGI.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Chris, I hate to tell you this once again, but they did not go out into near solar orbit and film an asteroid.
Well, why not? This is the problem with modern
budgetary requirements.
Woke has ruined television. Just because of health and safety, you can't film right next to the fucking sun.
It's to be fair, it's not like Amazon doesn't. Like, doesn't Jeff Bezos have a space company?
He does,
probably. They all do. Yeah. They've all got to outdo each other, haven't they?
Could be done. Just saying.
Go the extra mile, Jeff. Come on, film these things in space. Even if the show's not set in space, just film them in space.
Film them in space for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to see a zero gravity sitcom.
That would be great. That would be really good.
Well, so it's like set on Earth. It's based on Earth. Everything about it is Earth, except it's zero gravity, and they never mention it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just never address it at all. If anybody in the production's ever asked about it, they go, "What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry." I wonder how long they could hold on to that before everybody just burst. So Rock number 9 went too close to the sun. And I wonder, was it the wrong trajectory, like a mistake when they were launching it? Did they realise it was quite, it was wrong? Because there's a couple of reasons for the questioning. Or was it some sort of test? No, not a test of the equipment or the plan, but a test of Philip. Because they were there really quickly.
Okay, so my brain, same circumstance. My brain went a different path. So yeah, this one went too close to the sun. explodes into lots of little asteroids, but then it destroys that thing that they wanted to destroy. So I'm like, was that the intentional?
No. Oh no, that wasn't the target.
No,
that was just the science ship.
But that was
now you've got me wondering though.
That science ship. Yeah, there's some
UNS
bits here I don't entirely
understand. At the end, yeah, but that's because.
But it was detecting those asteroid bits. So if the asteroid had still been in one piece, it presumably. I guess it was stealth, though.
Yeah.
So do they go and do they go and take that ship's data cubes or whatever because the asteroid had broken up and it was going to spot the broken up
that's
piece?
what it looks like.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what that part looks like. So I wonder if it was a deliberate. But I wonder if it was a deliberate trajectory they sent it on to test other ways that the Earth could maybe detect things, like when they tried to go after the spotter station in the previous series. Or was it a test of Philip to test his abilities and loyalty and how far he would go?
That's part of the problem there, and this is going back to pissing on season 4. We don't know. Because, I mean, maybe Philip doesn't need testing in that way. Maybe he's been on multiple missions and he's already proven himself. We just don't fucking know.
I guessed as much. Like when he said, "This is my son," I didn't assume he just picked him up recently. I assumed he was always in the picture.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the testing him thing. I like it's a valid question, but I don't think it quite.
Because I mean, obviously. Philip's ship was on the scene really quickly. But then again, they could have a ship fall on every rock. And it just happened. And also, for narrative reasons, they made this one the one that Philip's ship was after.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, Philip comes across as far too confident and competent in this moment. And like...
To have just been on his first mission or whatever, to
be on his first mission, to be... I always feel like it would be a bit like, if he was being tested, he would sweat a little, you know?
Yeah, he didn't seem to.
Yeah.
He didn't actually kill anybody by himself, though, I noticed.
Did he not shoot anybody?
He never shot him, no, because he was taking the data core away.
I get that's probably they're trying to keep him somewhat pure so that we can have some sympathy for him and therefore sympathise with...
For his mum,
yeah.
Well, what I've written down is Philip in Arrows, after 2 different attempts to remember how to spell his name, and then I've written ruthless wee shite. So that's what I've got there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that crew. So yeah, for anybody that's wants extra spoilers, if you've not seen the episode, they board that science vessel, the UNS Hasami, take the data evidence of what's happened there and kill the crew. And I don't think they were intending to hit that ship. I think what happened was the debris field was there, and they moved the ship into it to get rid of it.
Oh, I see.
Because remember they had a timer on it on the wrist. They were watching a timer. So
the reason they wanted to get rid of that ship is because it could see the asteroid fragments.
Yeah, because they saw the fragments. Because
that makes sense.
The stealth stuff broke down a bit because the asteroid broke up. Because they were saying that it was coming and going, and some of it you could see, and some they couldn't. They thought it was a sensor problem, you know.
Yeah.
So the idea is, in order to keep the stealth technology that they have under wraps.
Well, not the stealth technology, but the actual mission of sending all these rocks. Yeah, firing the rocks.
Okay, they're covering their asses. Oh, also, when it opens up into, I just spotted this now, opened up, we see Luna as part of the opening. That's it. So is Luna? So obviously Avasarala, she's got a job on Luna.
Yeah, that's down there somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Do you want to go?
No, we don't have to go in order. I'm aware that irks you guys a bit. So I was just going to say. Yeah, I've got a bit for that if you want to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, Luna was... Well, the thing is, Luna was always there, but it was never as prominent. The titles change every series to slightly show other things, you know. And because there's one thing, if you ever look at series... I think it's series 3 onwards, whenever it was they destroyed Phobos, or Deimos? Phobos. When they destroyed Phobos, if you look at the starter now, it's little... you remember Amos did the joking adaptation of the flag. It is like that, and there's little fragments instead of the moon being there anymor on the thing. Yeah.
So they did the thing that Amos did, but in the show.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I do like the chatter with Amos and Avasarala. That's kind of
I've got
that was fucking great. I love that so much. Actually, before that, while we're on Amos, You know, when he's on the transport to get to the moon. And there's just a series of lines I like. Wait, there's those tough dudes trying to shake everybody down. And then somebody, I can't remember who says it, but somebody says to Amos, "What crew do you run with?" And he says the Rocinante. And they say, "I've never heard of him." And Amos says, "You probably have. I'm out of context here." Which was, that made me laugh. I enjoyed that line.
I liked as well. I mean, there's a little clue. We obviously he talks about it more openly later in the episode, but Amos, because he asked those two guys, like, "Do you snore?" And I was like, "No, don't think." And the other one kid asked the other, "I don't do it." He goes, "No."
Yeah.
And then there's the old lady who take was it drugs or something? She took
sleeping pills, I think they said, yeah.
And then she starts snoring a bit, but but obviously Amos sort of looked at her for a little bit longer, and it's like, she obviously reminded him of someone or something. So that was a little bit of foreshadowing to later in the episode.
Okay.
And
because to me, I just saw that as being like, oh shit, like, I'm in for it now.
Yeah, he's not going to beat up an old lady, is he?
And then Amos does some, again, we'll learn why he's feeling that way, but Amos does some cathartic violence, some violence that actually makes sense, unlike the bit at the end of.
Yes, exactly. Amos hates bullies. It's pure and simple thing just to help that part come.
Well, he's got a reason for feeling a bit like he wants to get things out of his system as well, but that, again, I'm being teleological.
You're being teleological, young man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I'm pointing at you. Do you want me to in front of the camera?
Do you want me to do a Chris theory?
Oh, one more
please.
thing. Can I make one more little observation from when we first see Amos? He's got a backpack, a bag, and it's Murtry's bag, but he's written over it in red paint or something, like Amos over Murtry's name. So he obviously took Murtry's backpack, you know. Right, you have a Chris theory on Amos, yeah?
Well, it's less of a theory, but I did notice that in the opening, like, what do you call it, last week on type of opening prologue stuff.
Oh yeah. Previously on the Expanse.
Previously on, that's it. Amos was talking with the reporter lady about.
I can still hear voices, by the way. I can definitely hear yours as well.
Do you want me to rejoin? See if that.
Yeah, do a rejoin. Yeah, I'll have to rejoin.
You'll have to rejoin as well. Yeah. So give me a sec. Actually, I'll just reload.
There we go. Right.
Bonjour.
We've got a bit of breathing, but I'll let you breathe. That's okay.
No, I hate the breathing. I need to.
Yeah. Okay.
It's right. The breathing is character.
I wish it would fucking cut the breathing out.
Well, we love you for breathing. It's your signature breathing.
Yeah, you don't want to hear it.
It's your signature move.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I can't hear it now.
Cool.
Oh no, I can hear myself still, but I can't hear Chris.
God damn it!
You can't hear me.
Oh,
but I didn't hear you echoing at first either. It was only when you did a longer bit of chat, and I realised
you can hear Chris. You just can't hear Chris echoing.
No, I could hear Chris echoing.
Your Wi-Fi name or password has changed. To update your Wi-Fi information,
shut up.
go to the Alexa app.
What is that?
I use a disconnected from the internet Alexa as a speaker, and every now and then she lets me know she's disconnected from the internet.
Oh, that's very good of her.
Yep.
Okay. But are you on headphones, so we can't say, Alexa, what's the time?
I'm on headphones, yeah. Also, she won't answer that when she's not connected to the internet. She doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Sorry, Chris, has hijacked everything there. Yes. Previously on
the mob boss Amos Jones or whatever Amos's surname is, like.
You blanked me on it now.
Yeah, no, it did. They did say in the episode what his surname was.
Amos
Burton.
It's really like
Burton.
A normal Burton. No,
Burton.
Like it feels like a really like normal name. Sorry. Carry on with your.
Burton is in Staffordshire.
Yes.
Home place where it was invented of the Marmites.
We had a Burton's in.
Oh, is that because of the brewery, though, isn't it?
It's a brewing place, yeah.
Yeah, Burton was Burton-on-Trent, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
lovely little town.
I use a bit of Marmite sometimes just to add a bit of zing to things like bolognese and, and
totally,
sauces. You know, just a bit of.
I thought I was going to get a sexual story there for a second. I was worried.
Not with Marmite. God,
as a lubricant.
I'm not an absolute degenerate salty lubricant.
Yeah, no. Canned stews, not the best in the world, but a teaspoon of Marmite makes them lovely and meaty.
Very good.
Yeah, just adds a bit of like umami, saltiness.
Umami. Yeah,
this is not a cooking podcast. Right. So yeah. So do you have a Amos Burton?
Okay. So yeah, Amos is going to Earth because probably I would guess the Occam's razor, not to be confused with Arkham's razor, which is something to do with Batman, I believe.
Also, not to be confused with Victor Khayyam's razors.
No.
He loved them so much he bought the company.
He bought the fucking company. Yeah, respect that.
I accidentally said Arkham's razor to Rosie, and she was like, "Fucking hell."
And also not to be confused with the H.P. Lovecraft stuff. You know.
Well, it's not racist. That's how you can tell.
Oh, that's some junkster position.
I see you've got your Game of Thrones cup. Your Stark cup.
House Stark this week. I've got Stark and I've got Lannister.
All right.
House Stark, famous motto, let there be winter.
Winter is on its way, lads.
Motto, fuck me, I think it's starting to snow.
It's a bit nippy out.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't be that bright a house because their motto's literally only correct like half.
It's always correct.
Yeah, it's always correct. Yeah.
Well, not in spring.
No, it's still correct. Winter is always coming.
And of course, you're being a bit silly now because we all know it doesn't refer to actual winter.
They're all dead, so spoilers.
Most of them.
Well,
you never know.
The name is dead.
What, winter?
The house is dead. Stark.
Right, before I was going to go off on a tangent that I don't want to go off on there. So
okay, it's taken about 15 minutes and we still don't know Chris's theory.
Okay. Well, it's not much of a theory. I'm sorry. This is going to be quite the feeble dribble of cum at the end of disappointing sex. But
what's your Occam's razor?
It's that he is going to find that woman that he was looking up, like, I don't know, 3 series ago. His he was in the ship. I think it was like season 3, maybe. He was looking something up on the terminal. Alex came in. He just swiped it away.
He
had someone's name on it.
Yeah, that's his. This is not explicit in the show, but he's mentioned a woman who took care of him when he was a kid a few times, and then it was strongly implied that's that woman. Yeah.
That's what's implied here. Yeah.
So my gut tells me that he's going to touch base with her, but this might also fold into some organized crime stuff because he does have the name of a mobster that he.
Yeah, but he left that place when he was a child.
How old?
He was 7, I think they said, when he left.
Isn't that young?
Yeah, he mentions it openly in one of the episodes. When somebody questions, I think it might be when Monica questions him. I'm not sure.
Right.
But he says, "Well, that obviously can't be me because I left it when I was 7."
That could be a lie.
Could
be a lie. Could have gone back.
Yeah.
He could have changed his identity at 7.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Okay, so I guess we've whittled down the Chris theory to he's got business on Earth.
And I wonder what. Well, yeah, he's heading to Earth. Well, he does say. I mean, he openly says. When he meets Avasarala, he openly says that a friend of his died. And he's going to finish up and look after affairs.
Oh, and it's like you're not much more of a real estate type or whatever.
Yeah, no. And Avasarala says you don't seem much like the type to settle estates.
The estate trustee type.
Yeah, that's it. Estate trustee type. Yeah.
I do love his flirting with Avasarala and how plainly Avasarala. I don't think he's her type. but she's like a little bit tempted because she's like, young strapping gentleman
Yes,
could probably give
indeed.
me a right good seeing to. That could be quite
And
enjoyable.
especially after that damp blanket of a husband being like, "I don't want to go to the moon."
I'm going back to university to do my lecturing.
You're not fans then?
No.
I like the old one.
The
Her
old one he was nice.
Yeah, it was almost like a different character as well as a different actor.
Yeah.
No, this new one was he was just a bit like he was like liberal arts professor all over him. He did like
That's what it kind of was, wasn't it?
yeah,
Like you're married to a woman who's been the second in command of CEO of Earth for presumably like quite long, like
third.
And then president of Earth for a while. Like she's a fucking politician. She's ruthless. You know she's ruthless. And then during the campaign, you're like, "Oh, you're campaigning a bit dirty. I don't like that."
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think? What?
We are going to keep shitting on Series 4, aren't we?
Yes.
Hillary cost her the election. But gow's the time.
So Amos
Gow's
and
the
Chris. Well, also that's the first time Amos and Avasarala have met in person.
No.
No?
He taught her
no,
to
he was
walk
on the
in.
ship. What am I talking
What are you
about?
talking about? If you go back to season 1 and start again.
Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. But they meet in person again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day. Fuck
Nothing
off.
to apologise for.
I know. I was being slightly sarcastic there. But
Everyone give
I was
hugs in
embarrassed.
in the address.
for making it
We
in
love you,
person
Hamish.
again. That's what I should have said. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking there, but also
By the way, that's a reference to last week's thumbnail. By the way, I wasn't.
Also, joking about your, well, actually, there's a joke that Amos makes saying, "Aren't you Queen of Earth or something?"
Yeah.
Which is very similar to. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And it's kind of like the kind of things, the jokes we make,
Yeah.
as Queen of Earth, CEO of Earth, whatever.
What is the title of the top person of Earth?
President, I think.
Yeah, I think no, they're Secretary General.
Secretary, yeah, because they refer
that's
to a
the
parliament,
UN,
don't they? Because I think somebody in this episode is explicitly it might be a future episode, but explicitly refers to a parliament. So they have a parliament, not a senate, which is interesting. So presumably a prime minister. But also, yeah, I liked. I like when he calls her the Queen of Earth, and she says to him, like, you don't keep up with current events, do you?
No, and he says, "Not only ones I can
change.
I can have something make a difference with." Yeah, not ones I can't make any difference to. So I've just written a wee note of mine. It made me giggle slightly. Was well, now Avasarala is the Queen of Luna. So that's the thing is because I was wondering what her job was going to be. We were all talking about that last time, really. And of course, she's been given this job of steward or whatever the word was she used of Luna, basically to take the piss out of her.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, what else is she going to do if she doesn't stay in that sort of job anyway? If she doesn't stay in the sort of political arena.
Well, the beef. So she's been given this job to sideline her, basically to humiliate and sideline her with the idea, probably with the expectation that she wouldn't take it and she'd just, get out of politics. Which is kind of what her husband was saying. Like, why are you letting her? Not these words, but why are you letting her humiliate her like this? Just you're done. Like, realize that you're done. Everybody else realizes you're done. Go home. And she's like, she's not like, what I like about it. A dumber show would have just made her unaware of that, but she's aware of that. And she's also self-aware enough to realize she likes playing the game. And
she plays the game. She wants to play the game. And also, right in the middle of that one. See, this is why I often interrupt. It's not because I'm rude. Well, I am, but it's not intentional to be rude. It's not to try and derail somebody else. It's trying before I forget something.
No, I'm same for me. Yeah,
but you were going to. Oh, what was it you said?
It means we're always interrupting Chris because he's the young one with a functional memory.
Well, no, when I interrupt you, I do it just to be rude.
Oh, fair enough. But there's a thing that's the Queen of. Oh no, that's it. That's what I was going to say. But Amos does say to her, "If you don't like it, why don't you just quit?" But then they get interrupted before that conversation gets to go anywhere by that general guy. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a high-paying, relatively easy job.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically just what is it they called it? It was like something that made it sound very It was a lame title.
Oh my god, the breathing, Drew! I'm going
Drew,
deaf.
that's quite
I'm
a lot,
so
yeah.
far away from a fucking what fucking Jitsi can't fucking. This doesn't happen on fucking Discord. Fuck this shit. I've got proprietary software only from now on. I'm going over to Skype. I'll see you there.
You know.
Have you tried an open source nose? Maybe it might be more compatible.
I mean, blowing my nose would probably help, but okay. How about
It sounds like it's part of your just anatomy. You know.
I mean, I can't hear it. It's not like it's whistling here. Do you know what I mean? I can't hear anything.
I'm joking. It's nice.
No, I
it's
hate
nice
it. I absolutely hate it. I've got extra noise suppression on as well. Fucking suppress better, you piece of shit.
I never use software stuff to because that's the problem. Then you go from one platform to another and it fucks up. That's why I do everything in my own sound chain, and then the computer just gets one sound, one sound source. Even though some programs try to change it, I know what it is. It's because if you look at most programs that are expecting desktop sound, especially ones where they don't give a shit about the Linux version very much, i.e. Discord or e.g. Discord, sorry. Then what's wrong with it is it only gives you the sound card. It doesn't give you the channel option. So and obviously I've got an 18-channel sound card effectively because it's the digital mixer. And it always tries to choose channel 0 and 1. And that's why you guys get the echo, because I play back my stuff on channel 0 and 1. My microphones are on channels 2 and 3. And that's where it all starts.
That makes sense.
But if I don't
do
that, then other things start to pick up the microphones where they shouldn't as well. It's anything that isn't on the same stereo channel, programs just don't like it. Because they're lazy programming, basically.
To cater to the lazy programs, is it at all? I'm assuming it's not, but is it at all worth having your microphones on channel 0 and 1?
No, that's what I'm saying. If I do that, the problem is then channel 0 and 1 by default, like media players, like not media player obviously can set up, but by default the browser notifications stuff start coming through 0 and 1. So something's always getting onto 0 and 1 because they only try to use 0 and 1. That's the problem.
It's just
so
you've got all.
It's just a choice. You've just got to choose. You've just got to choose which one you want.
Literally choose your battles, I guess.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. Yeah. So it's easier to change. It's easier to disconnect the occasional thing that doesn't respect my settings than it is to change my settings and have it. I'd basically be doing it from the input side instead of the output side. You'd start hearing things, other things instead. And it's just lazy programming. That's all it is.
Yeah. How physically big is your sound setup? I think I had a little desk at one point, but it still was quite a lot to have on the surface of your desk.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you've done this before.
I've done this before, but I'll do it again for you from a wider angle, as it were. So, right, this monitor here that you're looking at with you guys on, hey, that's a 28-inch 16:9 monitor, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's the top of the desk.
Yeah.
And there's the bottom of the desk, which is even wider. But the physical surface of my desk is really big. The actual equipment, well, that's the mixer. Well, that's the physical controller. Again, though, this is not part of the mixer. This can control anything. This can control software, MIDI equipment, anything I want. It's a dumb controller. The actual mixer, if the light will come through, is just a 3U, I think. Hang on. Yeah, it's a 3-unit 19-inch rack mount. That's it there.
Yeah.
I've got cables dangling off it, and I've got like my USB thing, like velcroed onto the side and stuff. Mm-hmm. But there's the actual mixer. So all those little numbered things are inputs and outputs. Main output there, you can see with the blue cables. That goes to my speaker system. There's a headphone output with an individual control, and then there's all the inputs there, all along the top. You can see a few of them have got microphone physically in them and stuff. A lot of it's still just the way it works is that you can mix and match physical and internal. So I can tell what I do is I can tell the USB channels for the sound card which ones to go to and which ones to use and all that sort of thing, and I can tell which ones are hardware I can tell it to switch it onto hardware or USB. So as far as the computer's concerned, it's just a sound card. It just happens to have 18 sound channels.
Yeah. How? But just that side. Sorry, rude interruption. How am I near the flag? I noticed that I'm leaning down a bit.
No, you're not.
Am I too near my flag?
Your hair's touching it. Your hair's gone under it a bit. Your microphone's cut off slightly.
Okay, so it's about where my microphone is. Okay.
Yeah, it's about where your microphone is. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
All I've heard while we've been talking is whistly breathing. Yeah, because you're moving around. It's like you're making exerting yourself.
I'm so far from my fucking microphone.
It's not about distance though. It's about direction and how good your microphone is. I mean, it means your microphone's
This is driving me fucking nuts.
but it actually means your microphone's quite good, which I challenge anybody that a USB plugged-in microphone can ever be good. I don't care what the physical microphone is. If you then USB it directly, I know technically mine goes through the mixer and becomes a USB thing, but plugging straight in for USB is giving sound systems too much arbitrary control over things. I don't like it. Anyway,
it's meaningless to me.
well, like I say, if you're plugging it in as an audio device, it's more flexible because if you want to take it and use it for, like, if I wanted to take my microphone, say, to a gig or something, I could do that. I can plug it into somebody's PA system or whatever. Obviously, if it's USB, it needs a computer and only a computer, and there's an additional sound processor in there from converting from audio to USB. So it's only as good as that little sound processor. So it doesn't matter how good the mic is. I've seen companies that make really good mics put a USB sound processor in which can't possibly match up to the quality of the mic, and it's just insane to me that we've now got. But all it is right. We've now got a version that you can just plug in and play. So people are paying. It's like people paying for gold cables or gold-plated cables for digital audio, digital stuff. It's like, they get a good signal and you don't. That's it. The digital doesn't, the actual, there's no analog signal there, so it doesn't make a difference how good the conductor is. It's either on or off. It's
digital do or digital don't. There's no digital.
Anyway, I'm probably going to get angry audiophiles going, but my ex-brother-in-law used to annoy me. Two reasons, actually. I'll give you two. I mean, I don't see him anymore, but he's a great guy. I genuinely, he was one of my best mates for when I was still married. But there's two things that always annoy me. One is, and this is sort of goes back to something that we were talking about the last few days, Drew. His idea of what was a good film was always 100% aligned with Empire magazine. That was
met those people.
Yeah, if Empire magazine said it was a good film, it was a good film. He just didn't really think about himself. But he seemed, but he would think of himself as a film buff. But and also on that same note, he wouldn't watch anything in black and white.
Oh,
so anything that was past a certain age or was stylistically supposed to be black and white.
Empire would fucking love Citizen Kane.
Yeah, I know. So. Why? It was an odd thing. But the other thing is, he would always buy really fucking expensive cables for no good reason, and it's like, anyway, I'm not going to get into it because that's it, really.
Carry On Sergeant's a good film. That's black and white.
Yeah, great film.
I legitimately like that because we were going to do Carry On Screaming, and we watched that, and it was basically a bit shit, really.
It's not as good as you remember.
But Carry On Sergeant. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's anything it's not. Like, it's just a wholesome kind of feel-good movie that's just funny and camp. But
it was more kind of old-school British movie than what the Carry On films became.
Yeah.
I still say that there's a couple of ones that stick out as being good. Carry On Up the Khyber is still a pretty good one because it's, although they're not very subversive, other than the cheekiness, the seaside cheekiness of those films. They're not
seaside cheekiness.
Other than that, they're not really subversive films. But this one did have a bit of a taking the piss out of the.
I did rewatch the camping one recently as well. Camping's decent.
Carry On Camping, it's just completely silly. And most of the earlier doctor nurse hospital ones were again, because the NHS was new, and that's where you see where the politics came into it. Talbot Roswell or whatever his name is. It was all that. This is a terrible thing. This NHS always, and it's the same with the Carry On at Your Convenience, where
the anti-union.
They make out unions to be lazy,
Yeah.
wasters, and So that was the politics shown very, very clearly there. Okay, sorry. So we know that he's going back to deal with, well, in some way or another, he's going back to deal with her estate in some way. I think Avasarala knows that means he's going to probably go and settle some scores or something rather than anything else. And I like that her parting thing before she sends him on his way, and that general guy comes in to give his report. She says, "Like, I'm not bailing you out if you get arrested." That's what she says to him. That was the last thing that she said to him. It was quite good. Yeah. Right. Could I pick something?
Go for it.
2 new characters on Taiko.
Ah, yes.
Taiko Station. We've got Sakai, the new chief engineer, he's
the twat one.
No, the chief engineer.
No.
It's the girl with the sort of.
I find her very attractive.
She is kind of cute, and a sort of. Yeah,
she's far too young for me, but very attractive.
I think she's older than she seems as well.
For sure. But even taking that into account.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, it's like I shouldn't. Right, this is lechy old man time here again. But I was at. It's what do you call him? Sid James time. I was in a pub today, getting a drink with just a soft drink with Alan, and there was a girl who was doing it was like a pub that served food. It was a Wetherspoons. I have to admit, I went into a Wetherspoons.
Good vegan options there, though.
Well, yeah. Anyway, but there was a girl serving there, and she was very young again. So she's probably about 18 to 20. So I did feel bad instantly, but she had really nice legs and a really nice bum and a mini skirt and dark tights and everything. And it was like, you dirty old man. Anyway, so that was my dirty old man moment for the day. Was having a wee bit of a look. So 2 new Belter characters. Yeah. So Sakai is the chief engineer of Taiko now, because that was previously. Who was previously chief? Wasn't there somebody in between? Naomi.
I don't think we ever saw. Drummer was like ops or something. I don't think we ever really saw an engineer particularly.
Yeah. So apart from Naomi, we didn't know who the chief engineer was before then.
No.
Okay, so she could have been the chief engineer for ages, for all we know. And the other one is a guy called Bull. That's his nickname anyway. He's the chief of ops. He replaces Drummer effectively.
Not a Belter.
Oh, he's really.
He's not a Belter.
serious.
He's a former UN Marine, and he knows Fred. Sorry, that's slightly outside knowledge because it's in the book rather than. I don't think it's.
Well, I'm looking at him now.
No, they have that conversation. They have that
all right, that's okay. I've not missed anything there. Then. Yeah, but
sorry, Chris. He looks like
he looks like he doesn't have any tattoos or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
you
get
he's an earther right away. He's very. I mean, he's obviously racist against the Belters as well.
And also, he's he has the Earther accent, right? I don't know if this is deliberate. I kind of think that it probably is. But when Naomi's talking with Belters, the Belter accent becomes stronger when she's on the
It's code shifting, isn't it? I think they're explicitly showing code shifting and what people from minorities have to do to fit in. They have to change the way they talk, the way they.
Which is what Naomi has to do.
Yeah.
So we've met them. Just what do you think of them? But obviously we've got that. Drew finds her attractive, and Chris.
Well, more than that, I find her attractive. Partly, I like the way she looks, but also I like her spunk. I like her attitude. Yes, all the way through. I enjoy her.
She seems enthusiastic about the job and friendly with Naomi. She's not like, there's no sort of rivalry with Naomi or you did this wrong, you did this wrong, or any, there's none of that kind of thing. It's just genuine, because they talk about why the station's having so much trouble, and it's what we did mention it briefly in the last series early on, that they've retrofitted it with huge weapon systems that the ship structure just isn't made for. It's not meant to be a weapon ship, but there you go.
And also, we do notice, and I don't think I remember this from previous Tycho visits. There was a guy walking on the. There were people on the ceiling.
Yeah, they weren't obeying the convention of. No,
Is that a rule? Like where it's like you've got to walk on the same.
No, well,
I
I
guess
mean,
not,
you've
like-
essentially you've got 2 floors. You might as well make use of them.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
not?
I
As long as
guess,
you've got, so long as you've got the
I think it was
headspace
probably
that
just a
people aren't
budget
gonna be-
thing that they didn't do it
Right.
regularly before.
Yeah.
I think it was just a little.
Is this actually the first Amazon season?
No, second one.
This is the first on the versions I've
Yeah.
got. This is the first version, the first season that's opened with the Amazon logo.
No, the versions I've got open was series.
Okay.
Series 4, sorry. Yeah, series 1, 2, and 3 were Sci-Fi, and that was what they actually booked in the first place.
Because this season feels so different from 4. 4 feels different from all the other seasons.
Yeah. No,
Feels distinct.
4, 5, and 6 are all Amazon.
Okay.
Because they
This feels
released
completely
series 4 all at once on Amazon. It was all episodes on my birthday.
So they got that wrong as well.
No, I like that. I know we.
No,
I like that.
no. I'll tell you what, right? And
Here we
I
go.
know people. I know exactly.
No, I
people
like
who
to
are
be
gonna
able to
agree with me,
see the whole thing. I like to be able to see
Nah,
it.
it's
Binge.
like watching Severance season 2 get released week by week. The tension and the suspense between each week is incredibly enjoy.
Tense?
No, I don't enjoy intense. Yeah. Like it's so much more rewarding to watch it week by week. If they dropped it all at once, I would have enjoyed it, but I would have just been over it in a few days. You know.
So that's only if you're the kind of person that does the sort of water cooler chat type thing. If you've
I
got a
love
job,
the water cooler chat.
yeah,
That's
but
why
exactly.
I do.
But,
That's-
yeah, but you've got
The
a
thing
life.
is, I mean, this
We're
is
having water
Drew
cooler
and I-
chat right now.
no, but this is literally the water
That's
cooler
what we're
chat.
doing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the irony. I didn't. I was aware of what I was saying. I wasn't saying it in an unaware way.
But no, what you're saying is clearly true, Chris. And that is of value. But for me, it's of more value to just let me I want to watch the next one. Let me watch the next one.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like
I just
Drew.
want to watch
If,
them all in
you
one
know,
go.
I'm not good at. I quite often wait for a whole series to finish before I'll sit and watch any of it. Even if I watched a couple episodes and I really like this, I'll sometimes go, oh fuck it, but I don't want to wait.
It's like if
couple of
I've
months later, I've
got two 12-pack of crisps, and somebody's like, you can have 2 packets a day. I'm like, no, fuck off. I'm eating those 12 right now.
Dear.
No, like I mean, I've got to. If you make it too easy for me, I
I think they both have
Oh, is this a
value. I
lack
think
of
you're not-
self-control
Yeah.
you're talking about here?
Yeah.
You feel it difficult not to binge. Is that what you're saying?
some depends on the thing, right?
Because you could, obviously, if the thing is dropped all in one go, you could choose to watch it once a week, but then it's a shared experience thing, is what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Right?
The
and
shared
I suppose
experience,
that's why it's nice that we've gone back to something that's a little bit older already. I think our format would be difficult. Sorry, my beard's annoying. Would be difficult to maintain on something that was regular, because we would then have to be regular, which doesn't suit our timings for all three of us.
And also, I think it would
irregularities.
be too slow for. We want to watch the next episode again. I think what you're saying is right. I think there's value to that, but I think there's also value to being able to just binge it, and it's just which one of those you value more. And personally, I see the value.
I think it changes for me from series to series as well.
Yeah,
there
that's
are
it,
some
that's
things.
it
where I
depends
don't
on the
mind
series.
it.
Yeah. I do want to at some point do this, but on a weekly show as it's
It would be
coming out.
interesting. Yeah,
It would be
yeah.
good,
To see-
but I think it's going to be very difficult to maintain that for.
Well, the thing is,
schedules,
right?
basically.
We've also got this going on. We've also got other ideas that we want to do, and we kind of can't because we always do this. So if we had something that was weekly, and then we had the other days to do the other stuff, that might actually be kind of cool.
I mean, we are all interesting time managers, aren't we? We're
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
oh my god! I'll tell you what, right? I was looking for jobs in corporate places, and I haven't really worked much in the corporate world, but some of the fucking language they use,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
horrible.
it makes me want to jump off a bridge. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna work in a Costa Coffee. I don't want you know what? I'm just gonna serve people drinks or something. I can't life cycle development market.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth going through that. because it's not just it's every day at work having to deal with that language, and you'll either go mad or you
fall into it yourself. Yeah,
which
it's even worse.
It's not worth it. Just get a job in a greengrocers or something. They still exist.
You get your do the best you can with that. But don't just get a job in a coffee shop. Get a job as the manager of the coffee shop. I can see you as the manager of a bohemian coffee shop.
I'm not telling people what to do. I'd be a bus driver. I'd like to be a bus driver. That'd be kind of cool.
Bus driver?
Yeah.
Do you like
actually?
That's so fucking cool.
I've just realised you've got a bit of. I hope you take this.
This is interesting. Hang on,
Otto, yeah, a little, like older Otto.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just got. It took me a second there. Yeah.
Well, I could take up smoking weed again.
Not when you're driving a bus, mate.
No, wow.
You might get in a wee bit of trouble there.
Yeah.
From my experience, which is all imaginary, of being stoned and driving and being with friends who were stoned while driving, just makes them drive much slower.
I don't know how much I should comment on this, to be honest. But if you're driving a route that you know and and it's maybe not super busy, or if it's so busy the traffic's a crawl, then and you know to take an extra beat when you're making decisions, like joining a roundabout or something, you're probably fine. It's nowhere near as bad.
This is one problem with it. This was a dream I had once. This didn't actually happen. I'm in the dream. I got so drunk that I got so stoned that I forgot I was drunk, and needed cigarettes, and drove to the petrol station and crashed into the petrol station. So, yeah, in the dream.
Well, I had a dream in prison, and I did pretty well in prison.
What do you mean you did pretty well?
Well,
He had an active sex life. It was,
I mean, I wasn't getting shanked in the showers every day or anything like it was like it was a bit like Porridge. Do you remember Porridge with Ronnie Barker?
Yes, indeed.
Like, it's like a modern version of that, and I was like, you know what?
I think I do be all right in a low security, a prison where you're not just going to get the shit. I mean, I assume prisons aren't all that, because why would they be? A low security prison, you're not going to just get the shit kicked out of you all the time. You just read books and chat with people and have a meal. That's fine.
I suspect most people in a prison are just trying to get by day to day anyway.
Yeah.
Right, silly thing, but I was going to mention something about the Expanse again. Holden, the first time we see Holden in the episode.
Oh, wait. Okay, we've got another Holden shirtless moment. And it's like, look, I spent many, many months in the gym. We're going to get my money's worth. And he does another one. He does another one where he just walks across the room as you like it. Very obvious. I'm getting it up and I'm getting it out. Stand by and stand.
I've got you in full screen glory, Chris.
Stand back and stand by. This is some fully loaded Holden. What have we got here? Okay, add background. Okay. Like he just walks across the room.
Yeah,
it's like,
and always just the pants a little bit too low so you can see that V.
The V. Don't mind me just drinking my coffee. Just
This is just how I drink coffee. Have you got a problem with it?
You could spill a little down his chest. If
just sort of...
you're going to commit to it. But it's just like,
dearie me.
Diet Coke break.
Anyway, the first time we see Holden, he's just kind of kicking about his cabin, listening, and he wants to hear the news reports. Now, the only thing I'm going to say, obviously there's stuff about Nancy Gow and they're being successful and everything. You might want to talk about that. But the thing I noticed was the first person that came onto that news report feed that he was getting had a Scottish accent. And I wonder if that's the first Scottish accent we've ever heard on the show.
I think could well be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing one before. And I've got another thing about accents later in this as well. Mm-hmm. It's not actually directly from the show, but it's something that I'd remembered from the books and looked it up and got the details right this time. So
we also mentioned, while we're on Tycho, Fred's got a new office.
Has he?
Yeah, it's a new office. His previous office was that one with the glass, where he's looking out onto the. Now he's got that office that's like beige with the display of helmets.
Oh yeah, because when they were building the what it was called previously. what was it called previously before it was called?
Oh, the Nauvoo.
No, Nauvoo. Thank you. When they were building it as the Nauvoo, yeah, he had like a foreman's office rather than a manager's office sort of thing. So
Now
you
he's
could
got
see
a manager with
see
a
the work
I do like that display of helmet. I don't know whether maybe that's his helmets over the years or something. I don't know, but it's a cool little display.
Yeah,
I like
had
it.
a thing,
Yeah, I mean that looks like a conference table or a dining room table. I don't know. Is that not his? Could that be his house? No, it's not his house or his. It might be his home. It might be because like Tycho's.
Maybe it's
his quarters rather than his office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perhaps. Yeah.
Because that is quite a fair number of plants for an office. It might be because Tycho's so small that your office and your quarters are often the same thing, like ships and stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
Anyway, so I just thought it was interesting that I think that's the first Scottish accent we've heard on the show. Deliberately Scottish accent. I mean, I'm sure we might have heard people.
Are we okay with them letting Scottish people on the show?
Or on space.
In space, we know what they're like.
I don't think anybody Scottish has been in space.
Like, fuck for that.
Yeah, you don't want us getting it too far of it.
Yeah, big ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murtry's bag was the note I've got about the Amos part. Right, the next Holden bit though is Holden's in a bar. Who should come up? But Monica! Monica's back.
Yay.
No, I like Monica for various reasons.
I love that she goes, we're not on the record, immediately starts recording. Love that. That is so perfect.
And also, Holden's like, yeah, sure. Anyway, he's always a bullet. But then she's got this protomolecule story, which is interesting, that people are doing experiments with the protomolecule. And he kind of poker faces it quite well, I think. He does. He obviously doesn't know anything about it directly, but he obviously has an inkling because he then goes fucking mental at Fred.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about this at the end of the last series, weren't we? Where is the protomolecule left now? Because obviously
it is in Fred's possession, right?
Is that the only one that's left then? That we know
Teleologically, yes.
Yeah, that we know of the show anyway, yeah. Because
since I've watched it, they do say, I'm only saying this because it's relevant and it's not a spoiler. They do because it's implied. It is, yes. This is the last, as far as we know. This is the last sample.
Last of the protomolecule, yeah.
But then again, like in my mind, protomolecule can just come from space again if they need it for the plot. Like, they found some protomolecule off on planet.
What happened to the base where they discovered it? I wonder if that was the same place. I wonder if the scientific station was built on the base. But did they destroy that? Yeah, they did destroy that.
They destroyed that.
Yeah, because the Martians destroyed it, didn't they?
They did.
The UN ship thinks the Martians are shooting them, but it's actually shooting at the base to stop them getting to it, or something along those lines. Or was it vice versa?
And it was the Anubis. It was the Anubis that the last of the protomolecule on Phoebe was fired out on, right?
I think so. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, say that sentence again. It was the Anubis. The
Anubis that the last of the protomolecule from Phoebe was fired out on.
Yes, that was where it was carried after that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that's where that's the very start of the show. Then it's at that point.
Yeah,
more or less. Yeah. So then, blah blah blah. Monica's back looking hot. Yeah. And then that leads, not chronologically, but in the same story, that leads us to Fred and the protomolecule. And he doesn't deny it, and he's. I don't know if does this seem very Fred-like, but this is the thing though. Fred and Dawes, so Johnson and Dawes are working together on things now. That's heavily.
I think we've seen that sort of. We've seen that happen secondhand by Drummer and Ashford.
Yeah, Drummer and
working together on Medina Station. That was clearly a joint operation. So I think it's implied that Fred and Dawes have sort of come to terms. And are working together.
But I mean, but obviously Holden's concern is the security of the protomolecule, but Fred is like very. Well, I think hubristically almost saying, no, we've got but this time we're doing it right. We know what we're doing. We're looking after it.
It's perfectly secure.
Nothing
could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. I don't know, because I know you guys love fucking with me, but...
we would never do that.
But we did talk earlier about how with the protomolecule, what you do, like it's a tool, right? So you turn it into a weapon, or you can turn
I
it
don't
into a gate?
entirely. I think you're right, but on the very basic level, what the proton molecule does is seem to deconstruct what it comes into contact with and try and make something out of it. So I think if you just even now, I think if you just released it, if you took this proton molecule, which is it's disconnected from all proton molecule now because it's all dead, and put it on Earth, say, it would just start doing what it did on Eros again. It would just do that. I don't have a solid reason for thinking that, but I don't have any reason to think it wouldn't do that.
Well, the thing is, right, as far as what my read of it is that protomolecule had one goal and one goal alone, and that was to find enough scrap and materials around it to then build the ring gates.
This sample,
contact. Yeah.
This sample might not know that's already been done. It might be just like starting it again.
The protomolecule talks to each other, doesn't it?
It does, but this isn't. I think once it's fully constructed, I don't think it's any longer the protomolecule, and it becomes the thing. And I don't think the protomolecule is under the control of that thing. That was my theory when we were talking
about the rings last time. Is once it becomes
a
ring,
vague.
It becomes protomolecule technology, and it's kind of like a fixed form. It's like the difference between a reprogrammable gate array and one that's programmed once only. If you see what I'm saying, it's a bit like that, to put it in a technological term that we understand.
I mean, we don't know either way on this, but I think I think the implication, at least the implication in what they're talking about, is that this protomolecule can do those things again and will. And I think while and we talked about this a lot, like it's definitely true. What the protomolecule specifically does is dependent on who's in control of it and what they're trying to do. There is still something that it fundamentally does, which is deconstruct things and try and, even when they were using the kids and injecting them, the kid, like, that was unsuccessful really because was Kateo the kid?
Yeah.
Kateo, yeah.
Like he was in contact with the other bit of protomolecule. He was part of that project. So them trying to do something else with the protomolecule didn't really work because he was deconstructing scientists and he's still following that. He's still following that basic.
He's still following the exact basic pattern that it always follows. Yeah, I think that's a good strong argument.
What was
for
the
it,
point of the proto men? Like,
they wanted to weaponize the protomolecule in ways.
but Kateo, they tried to do with Kateo. They tried to make it into more of an intelligent being, but he still sort of ended up devolving into the core hybrid thing, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, that's where their tech. That's where their tech led, I think. Like, they tried to inhibit that when they realized he was in contact with the thing that was happening on Venus, so they could find out more that was happening on Venus. But that still went down that path ultimately. Yeah, I don't know if that was the question.
I guess the question is like, how do the proto men contribute to the ring?
Well, they don't, because they've been sort of they've been human directed into something else, but they still want to. Like Katoa disassembling that science was him trying to do what the other bits of the protomolecule were doing, but he's been pushed down this particular path away from that.
Okay,
yeah. But I think say they'd released those protomolecule men onto Mars, which is what they were planning to do. They'd all landed on Mars. They'd ripped Mars apart. Then I think they would just start behaving like protomolecule behaves.
And they just start building the ring.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like all roads, although take different routes, will all eventually lead to the ring,
which is what the protomolecule is for. Yeah.
All right, no, yeah,
which is kind of where the alien story has gone over time as well.
How do you mean?
Also,
the black goo from the prequels to Alien.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the aliens in this.
Oh, sorry, no, I meant Alien.
Alien.
Sorry, yeah.
I was surprised, I guess, when I heard the builders being mentioned on the news reports.
Yeah,
you think that that would have been kept sort of secret or whatever?
Wasn't it the scientist lady that was talking about them, though? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. It was
her first-hand account. They were
scientist lady. Yeah, she seems to have done pretty well for herself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, she was always one of Earth's greatest scientists because she was going through the ring, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's not that much of a promotion for her, but she she was like, she's very open about it, and the builders, using the term the builders, just like the investigator. I was going to say the reporter.
Does she say the investigator at some point as well, yeah?
No, she doesn't say the investigator, but the investigator refers to them as the builders.
That's right.
Now, the ones that made the ring, they're not the builders, right?
No, they are.
They are.
Oh, okay, the
right?
builders.
The red ones are something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the red ones.
I mean, they're sort of red. The builders are blue. The builders and the proto molecules blue, and then because the weapon, the anus weapon, was red, orangey red. So I think it's a red blue kind of
Okay.
And when she shows that simulation of this is what it looked like when I stuck my head in the thing. Yeah.
Did it have to be red and blue though? Could they not have done? Could they not have added like purple and green and
yeah.
Yellow and orange
at the time that
Yellow
Expanse was made? And for probably since the 90s up until I think it's turning a bit now. Like blue was the science fiction color.
Yeah,
blue is in every Marvel film when they shoot a blue laser into the sky.
Yeah, it's kind of shorthand sort of thing.
Shorthand,
but then sometimes it's green. It used to be, didn't it? Used to be like green in like the 60s and 70s.
Green's radiation.
Ah, right. Yes, green's radiation. Got
video. They talked about that in years ago. I listened to the Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay game, which is very good. And there was and there were crazy like Finnish people, so the commentary was actually quite entertaining. And they talked about they didn't want to just make radioactive goop green like everybody else does, so they made it purple. But then in playtesting, nobody knew what it was, and then so they made it green. And everybody was like, "Oh, that's radiation."
Yeah, it's like Half-Life's got that sort of shorthand going on it, hasn't
it? Yeah. And of course, the old Geiger counter in the old in the suit in
Half-Life. You mean
Half-Life suit? However, not the only suit of the episode. Someone else gets a suit.
Yeah. Well, okay. Doing.
Who gets a suit?
Bobby.
Yeah, so she's
Bobby.
No, this whole thing raised a lot of questions. So Drew, be careful, don't be teleological. I'm asking it from the point of this episode, okay?
Okay.
But you don't want to mention that Bobby's been an alien all along.
Oh, damn it, he's done it again.
Oh shit.
No, but so Bobby's buying a black market power suit. It's older than the one she used to have, but it's still it's still the same sort of marine power suit.
Oh, I have a comment about the power suit, if I may.
Okay.
We haven't seen it yet, I don't think.
No,
so she refers to it.
They open the box.
I think they've said this before, but I think those power suits are called Goliath suits, right?
Yeah, the newest ones are.
Why would you name any weapon after Goliath who lost?
That's a good point, yeah.
Like genuinely, like you'd call it the David suit.
Yeah.
Well, the David suit's small and lucky,
and beats the Goliath suit. Anyway,
but this is this. I think that's quite good because that's the kind of the oxymoronic thing about military things. They'll think, oh, they won't take the lesson about the bully being beaten by the little man.
We've made this new warship. It's the HMS
Achilles.
Self-Destruct.
Self-Destruct. Yeah. There probably is. There probably are ships called Achilles.
HMS Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Also, quite a lot of weapons named after indigenous tribes, isn't they?
Yeah, the Tomahawk.
American likes doing that.
American ones, yeah.
Americans,
which I think probably at the time was
Americans are weird.
But that was probably they thought they were paying. It was respectful. Like we should name them after Apache helicopter. This will make them happy.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, so Bobby.
I mean, we should do the same. We should call it like the Washington bomb. The Lincoln Annihilator.
Well, they do. I mean, a lot of their ships are named after former presidents. A lot.
Yeah, you got a lot of the aircraft carriers are.
It's always weird when you get a new one. Like it doesn't exist
yet,
but like
or something.
The USS Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Well,
that's going to happen. Probably
that doesn't exist. But yeah.
There are Reagan. There are ones called Reagan, but I think it's after they die they name them after.
Oh, that reminds me because our childhood. It was the Kennedy Space Center, right? And then Republicans got in and were like renamed it to what they rename it to? Cape Canaveral. Yeah. Like can't have it named after Kennedy.
Yeah. Oh, dear me.
Well, I always thought in Deus Ex.
Did you see the name of the lunar station, the city?
Oh, no.
There was
Lovell Station.
Lovell, yeah. There's and I think they talk about an area of the moon being like Armstrong settlement or something like that.
Yeah, they've got that, yeah. That's good.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Chris?
I was going to say, I always thought in Deus Ex that Castle Clinton was a bit like that.
Yeah,
But
no, that's all bit.
apparently
Yeah.
it actually exists, doesn't it? There is
Yeah.
That's what's
yeah.
going on, Just coincidence that it happened to be at the same time as a president.
Well, it might it may be related. No, because Clinton was actually poor, wasn't he, growing up? But yeah, anyway.
Was it another Clinton?
Yeah,
I think it was a different Clinton. Yeah, but the American sort of families that gain power do all seem to be quite dynastic, even though that's something that
they say. Yeah. Again, they just don't seem. I mean, it's a cliche. Ironically, Americans don't understand irony. They just don't seem to get. Not all Americans, but certainly in broad strokes, Americans just don't seem to get irony at
they have
all.
a different relationship to irony than we do, for sure.
Yes.
Because I think their comedies are better at irony. But
something. Yeah. Anyway, so black market suit. So she buys a black market suit. We do see it though, because she opens the case to look at it. But it's only a brief glimpse, but we can see it's not as flashy as hers was. But it's still the same basic components, sort of armoured bits in the suit. But and she reports back to Avasarala with a message. Now, at this point, obviously the Luna thing, we didn't know that yet, but I still have the same questions, even though Avasarala's words fail me. She's in charge of Luna. It's what
Yeah.
No,
Luna boss.
There's a word for it.
Chief lunatic.
Yeah. No. No, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Never mind.
Is it Manscape?
That's it. She's Manscape in charge of Manscape in charge of Luna. Maybe it's not that. Anyway, so it seems like Bobby's on a secret mission, and she's got this room where she's got the computer thing up, showing all these different criminals that she's trying to contact and everything. So it seems like what their mission was. So anyway, who is this mission for? Or who are they answering to is my question. Now, hang on that before you come up with an answer to that, because I also want to say, it seems like what the mission is to track down how Mars started doing bad shit, how their stuff started getting out, or military stuff started getting out of Mars in the first place. Seems to be what they're trying to track down, which is why she's trying to track like a really heavy-duty bit of a missile or whatever. Now, obviously, we could say that that's something Avasarala's doing, but I don't think she is. I don't think that's like overt thing that Avasarala's department. It's not her department.
Oh no, it's not. Do you mean it shouldn't be what she's doing, kind of thing?
Yes,
like it shouldn't be with it. Yeah, no. For
sure.
Yeah,
it's obviously Bobby and Avasarala that are doing this.
Yeah, I see.
And doing this investigation.
No, it's clear. No, that's clear. That's clearly off the books.
Yeah, off the books. So I wonder who she's answerable to, and I suspect the answer is Avasarala's answerable to herself on that. Yeah.
Well, she said "ma'am." She only calls one person "ma'am," right?
Oh no, we knew it was Avasarala. It wasn't. No, I'm not saying that we didn't know it was Avasarala.
Who is Avasarala answerable to?
Yeah, who is this? Who is answerable? Who is this mission?
Who's authorized?
Who's authorized this mission?
Yeah,
this investigation.
It's Avasarala
and
doing
it's
it on her own, for sure.
Doing it for her own back, basically. Is what the answer seems to be. Also, I noticed in some of the little bits and pieces, Bobby, she paid for Martin's family. Eastside Martin's.
I like that. I really like
to relocate as he intended and stuff.
That was genuine. That was genuinely touching. That moved
it's quite a
me
nice
a little
thing,
bit.
That's also kind of such a Bobby thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Did she get everyone's share apart from Lily's?
I don't. Well, no, because they
the
didn't
operation
get.
Kind of.
Yeah, they didn't get anything out of that. I think she was just making so much money. She had some money.
Yeah.
She wasn't spending it on anything except hotel rooms and drink, basically.
That did give it away. She wasn't consulting because you don't get paid for consulting.
Yeah, you don't get paid for consulting, do you? Yeah.
No.
Well, you're still
famously don't like Windows as well.
That's what gave it away.
Yeah.
Is there anything else connected to that? No.
Yeah. Oh. Well, there's a Mars connection.
Go on.
It's Alex.
You
isn't it?
startled then.
No. I was going to come to my I was going to come to him because the first time we see Alex, he's in the Razorback. Now I'd wonder where the fuck it's gone. Where was all this time? It was too big to be inside the Rocinante. So where was it?
Kept it at Tycho,
Did
maybe?
they just leave it somewhere? Yeah, was it just left behind from? Yeah, because I'm trying to remember the timeline of it.
Impound auction. He got it. He got it back at the impound.
Oh, and I like the little conversation that the Mars, traffic controller, whatever they are, has with him about. We're for sure are glad you didn't come back in the Tachi because you wouldn't let you take off it again. But so that shows you that although it's been legitimised by Avasarala
they're not happy
and
about
Earth and UN, the Martians still aren't. They're still not recognising that it's legitimate salvage.
Was that banter or something? Was that
it seemed like it was partially light-hearted, but
there would be. I mean, if
there would be legal implications if they took it back to Mars. Yeah,
if somebody stole an Apache helicopter
paid it
off the
off,
US,
didn't they? Didn't they say that Avasarala literally?
That's the point. Like it's legally settled, but it's probably still irritates them.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone might trust that. But
Alex, so he's back in the race. I wondered where it was. The other thing about Alex, this is I've got some inside information on Alex that might help or might not help, but it's not directly relevant to this episode. It's just Alex in general. So I'll save it for when you finish your bit about Alex. Go.
Oh, so he bothers his wife again.
Yes. Yeah.
His wife seems so lovely, just like
she's
so much
complete
better.
haughty.
She's just like leave me, and like what she says to him is so perfect. Like, which version do you want to hear?
Yeah. Which one is
do you want to hear the version where we miss you and you've ruined our lives, or do you want to hear the version where like we don't give a shit, so you're absolved of responsibility? Like, which one do you want? Which one will make you go away?
Yeah, I kind of feel like I can be that person if I don't self-reflect enough, I think most men probably can. To be honest.
But I think most people probably.
But his son or daughter, who's on the trip, the kid that we seem to forget as soon as they move out of frame. Now this is pod racing kid. Yeah, that's it.
It's very awkward. But again, it's like, he's basically in the same position that his mother was in. He's like, Dad, you're in town. Oh, that's great, thanks.
Yeah, you're just kind of some dude I don't know now.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely less, what's the word? I'm having trouble with my language tonight. He's less open to. There's a phrase or a word I'm thinking of, but he's less amenable.
Manscape?
Amenable. He's less. Yes, Manscape. No, he's less amenable to Alex. Yeah. Since a bit more time's passed and he's grown up a bit. Sure. Yeah. And he's.
I think it's very realistic. I mean, it's got that feeling of like divorced dad who hasn't been in contact and trying to come back and reestablish a relationship. And and the kid's just like, can I go play with my friends now? It's not like it's no animosity particularly.
No,
unlike the mom.
It's just kind of a boredom.
Like, I don't know you.
Yeah, there's no connection. He sort of hero worshipped him through ignorance as a younger child, because that's what happens when you're a younger child. You don't, you don't really get all the, the pieces don't all fit in your head as you're younger. But but what his wife says, I mean, I don't know if it's interesting that they made him do that when he'd basically done the same thing over communication anyway. It was basically the same conversation for the third time. The first time it went a wee bit different, and then she was much more clear with the second time.
Part of this is Alex. Unlike the other people on the crew, I think Alex doesn't really have friends. Because that's the kind of thing you talk over with a friend.
Outside the Rocinante, he's not really got anybody.
Even within the Rocinante, he doesn't really have a particular friendship with anybody.
Actually, I'm surprised that Bobby has as much time for him as she does as well. But then again, that's kind of they're both Martians, but they're both outcasts from Mars as well.
Yeah, they've got that thing in common.
So
but if he had a friend, he'd talk that over, and they go, "No, that's a terrible idea. Leave it alone. You burnt that bridge. Leave it alone." And then he the show keeps making him out to be a twat. Like he goes and does these twattish things, but he's not. He has no self-awareness of it. Like he's not like he realizes like, I shouldn't be doing. Even if he was like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I need this for resolution. Or there's none of that. He's just like, I'll turn up again.
Yeah.
Do he's giving me vibes of Bill from King of the Hill.
Maybe, one?
The divorcee. Yeah. Yeah, blames his wife for everything, and
yeah.
Well, and this is sorry, I forgot. I do have. All right. I do have a note about this episode specifically to do with Alex as well, and it's Bobby's not even taking Alex's shite in this episode.
I love
She's
her.
very. I don't think she was.
Yeah.
She was. I think she's probably going to regret that and come back and say, "Look,
she's acting out of frustration." But I wish she wasn't, like, knowing where this goes. Like, I wish that was just the end of it. She's just like, fuck off.
Yeah. But the other thing I was going to say about Alex, just we talked about it in the past, and I kind of thought I should have known more than I did. And then once I looked into something, I go, oh, fuck yeah, that of course it is. That's what it is. And it everything sort of clicked into place again. The reason he's got the sort of cowboy thing going on is that people who settled the part of Mariner Valley where he's from were all from Texas. That's it. So he is, although he's not first generation, they were all Texans. So there's no, it's not an affectation to do the sort of cowboy thing. That's how he was brought up. That's actually how they were brought up from, the part of Mars.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that as a conceit.
It's good as well because it's the same with the Belters. You'll see Belter communities that are very obviously sort of, against certain things. Is this the bar?
This is the bit where
he's like, fuck. He's like looking around going, Jesus, what's happening to Mars?
Jesus, space for rent, everything's going out of sale.
Yeah, because he notices when he's on the shuttle thing going into the city, he's like,
it's basically like
falling apart here.
That's the UK for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's what that's the inside story of why he does that. Yeah, why he's all cowboy and a horse and all that stuff. It's not some sort of affectation that he's picked up from. Because some of the things, like Miller, for example, had some Earth things going on, but they were deliberate affectations, like dressing like a.
It wasn't as broad. Alex is very broad with the horse and the partner and the
but he doesn't have much of a personality, so that kind of feels.
It's the kind of things with people with uninteresting personalities do. Like they just go, I'm going to make this my entire fucking personality.
So there's that,
whiskey or draft beers or
collecting
vinyl records, like those things that people build. Or football.
Pens, being too into pens, football.
So I mean, stamps if you're really bad. Oh,
I've always thought I would probably quite enjoy stamp collecting.
I think you have to learn about where they come from and all that sort of stuff as well to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I think I like that. Honestly.
The other thing I was going to say, this goes back to this is Amos. So this, I've mixed up my notes a bit. It was when Amos lands at Luna. There's a really long effect shot of the landing. Do you notice?
Yeah.
And that was it was a nice shot as well, because when you were talking CG earlier, I thought, no, you want to talk CG. That landing sequence was really, it was a bit sort of 2001, I reckon, in a way.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%. Yeah, it was 100%. In fact, perhaps even more. What's the sequel called? 2021 or 2011 or 2010? Yeah, because I think that's a lot on the moon. They do a lot on. I think it's. But yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, 2001.
No, 2001's on the moon as well. Yeah.
A little bit.
That's when they discovered the first monolith.
The first, yeah. And also, when he lands and the two sort of security dudes come to get him to take him to orbit, and he's like, they were all alive when I
left them. Yeah. And we're not here to arrest you, sir.
They were like that when I got
escort you. We escort you to your meeting that you don't know you've got. Basically,
I love it. It's great because last season we didn't really get any Amos, not proper Amos, and now it's Amos again. It was
like just sort of slightly unhinged, mindless Amos from time to time.
Oh yeah. Imagine if you did that in an airport. Like what?
What, they were all alive when I left them?
They were alive when I left them. Yeah, oh, that's not my bomb.
I've never seen that bomb before in my life.
It's not even armed.
Yeah. What do you want? It's just the fissionable core. There's no mechanism to set it off. So
There's no implosion. Though.
Do you know what? You know how we all
it's not
obviously hate YouTube pranksters.
Yes, of course.
Everyone hates YouTube pranksters. It's one of the. But like, part of me is like, try something in an airport and see if you live. Like, I'm just curious. Like, like I just sort of like.
Yeah, if they were genuinely, if they were as genuinely. Brave and clever as they thought, and outrageous as they thought they were.
Yeah, just go and
do that. Go and do that shit outside a military base, or near a prison, or
they have a lot of those. They have a lot of the like pranks gone wrong on r/I am the main character, and one was just YouTube pranksters running up to people at ATMs and pretending to rob them.
Oh.
And then they would go it's just a prank, we'll give them some money. But yeah, first they just run up to him, just got fucking laid out. This dude just like
I'm surprised they don't get shot or cut or something,
Yeah.
Because if I was at an ATM and I was like, I'm very wary. I mean, not to go to them much anymore, but
no.
Anyway, yeah. The one I like, those prank go wrong things, it makes me laugh every fucking time. It's like a couple of college students talking, and some fucker jumps out of a big plastic bin.
Oh, and he just gets
and the guy just automatically goes fucking smacks him. It's like
Wasn't it like there was no thought? It was just a pure reaction.
Yeah. When I was at university, there was in the sort of the student union building where you had the bar and everything. There was a guy who dressed as a Christmas tree, relatively convincing Christmas tree, and just like as people were walking past, we just go boo. Scared the shit out of me.
There was one of those things that was like it was on what when you get these crappy, really cheap TV shows where they go, oh, aren't people in other countries silly? Those kind of shows, and Japan seems to be a favourite target for that. And one of the things they showed was a TV thing from Japan where it was a prank like that, but somebody was in a supermarket display as toilet rolls. It was like a big pyramid of toilet rolls, and he'd just go, and it's like... But nothing really happens. It was just like, oh, he's frightened. He's surprised a few people by not being where you'd expect a person to be. That's hilarious and well thought out, that prank, There
was one show, I think it was on like Bravo or something, and it was called Drunken Businessman. It was another make fun of the Japanese where they got these Japanese guys, these Japanese businessmen that were clearly just on a night out.
You told us about this before. I can't remember what happened.
And they were given a trivia question and a phone booth, and they were like, okay, so you're absolutely blotto. Here's a question. Here's the phone, and they would just like ring up someone they knew and just like make an ass of themselves, and then ta-da!
That is kind of funny.
I mean, it makes
it's like what's that
twat's
name that does the show where they fake something random being some sort of skill with the boxes.
Oh, Deal or No Deal.
No, Edmonds, isn't it? It's Edmonds, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he did that Saturday night, when he had the Saturday night slot, they used to do the pranking celebrities thing. And one of the best ones that I remember, not because of the prank, because they were all fucking inane, but was that he tried to prank one of those guys. He used to be it was an actor that was on Bread, and he played like the nice brother from Bread. He's the one that had a real job and everything, if you don't remember much about it.
I remember, yeah.
And it was that actor, and like what they were trying to do was prank him into... I don't even know what the prank was meant to be, but basically it was very nice and helpful to somebody that appeared to be in distress, and this was somehow supposed to make us laugh.
Yeah.
No, he's a nice guy. Well, that's hilarious, because he doesn't really need to help this person then. What? Cock.
Yep.
Do you know what does make me laugh? He is, but he did he did live in Blobbyland when it got shut down. He hit rock bottom. Allegedly, I heard that he had to literally just live in Blobbyland.
There was an actual Blobbyland then.
There was it's still there. Like it's like a well-known abandoned amusement park. We should I should go there sometime, do a video.
Like we should go. Oh, I do.
No, I've been getting. I was speaking to Drew about this earlier. I've been going out a bit lately. I'm not. Well, I was going to say that I said to Drew earlier, I overdid it. I went into Bath, the city, yesterday, but that was a Sunday and it was moderately quiet, but it was a bit stressful. And by later in the day, I was starting to feel a bit shaky over it. But then I went into Midsummer Norton, the town, the local town. We went into there today, and I shouldn't have done it so soon after trying it as well, because it kind of, some things freaked me out in the end of it. But yeah, I've been going out a bit.
Hashtag fake agoraphobe.
Fake agoraphobe, yeah. Not really agoraphobic.
I mean, it's been a relatively mild winter for the most part. So
It's been a cold winter.
It's been cold.
No, it's not been cold. Not that.
Winter.
Well, I
A bit of
don't.
wind chill.
I
A bit of
don't.
wind
Yeah,
chill,
I don't really feel the cold particularly, but I have been lately. I think it's because my arthritis is probably doing something to my hands, because my hands, my circulation. Genetic present from my mum. Really, she was always. Her circulation was always bad, and what was the other thing?
I mean, I feel the
Well,
cold quite
arthritis
bad.
itself, yeah.
It's my weakness. If I was like an Elder Scrolls character or something, I would be, weak to frost
Minus
damage.
50 resistance to cold.
Yeah.
Mine would be heat. I hate heat. I can't stand
heat.
it.
I love heat. I can do a lot in
fucking
heat.
No, I hate it.
No.
No, I'm not a
It's
heat.
disgusting.
I always think it's pathetic how we just melt in summer. Like our summers are fine, they're nice, they're good.
No, they're not. They
We
get
have,
down here
horrible.
it gets to like 30 odd degrees and shit.
30 is lovely. 30
No,
is
it's
like the ideal
fucking not.
temperature.
About
No,
what
I'm from Scotland. It's not.
I mean,
we're a species that kind of came into our own during ice ages. Like
Yeah,
we're very well adapted for the
For
cold.
the
We are not
interstitial
like
parts. Yeah.
if you get it up to like 37 degrees, we just die. Our organs literally dissolve. Like we are not built for heat. We're built for cold. So you are a fucking freak.
I'm the next generation. I'm the evolutional successor.
You're the next step in
to deal with.
evolution, are you?
Yeah, for climate change and global warming and all that business. Yeah.
Well,
I
there's
can-
the thing about I don't want to spend too long on this, but if El Nino and the Gulf Stream and all that, like, because we've only got the climate we have because of the Gulf Stream, right? Without the Gulf Stream, we'd be like more like Scandinavia in terms of climate. And if the Gulf Stream gets redirected, like the Earth might get warmer, but Britain might get significantly colder. Which please.
I don't want that. No, thank you. I would.
Well, I
Where
mean,
can I go?
I'm talking about moving to like some of the most inhospitable bits of the UK. Anyway, deliberately, like the island, the northwest or the islands or something.
Oh, in the middle of summer when it's up in the 30s and they, I look at the weather report and I see how it's like in Scotland it's like 20. I'm like, God, I wish I was up there.
Yeah, that's what. I could do with being.
Do you
back
reckon?
home,
I
it's
can
easier
imagine,
it's easier to make yourself warm and wrap up than it is to
Exactly,
cool
yeah,
down. It's
yeah.
just.
We're very good.
No,
It's
it's
humans
not. It's
are
not.
meant to
You
be.
want to cool down? You just splash some water on your face, cold water. You have a cold shower.
That
put
cools you
some-
down for like 5 minutes. You can
yeah.
literally heat a room up. We do have air conditioners now, but they're very expensive.
And bad
very
for the
expensive to run. Like,
Hang on a minute.
much easier to-
Heating's expensive. Heating's not cheap.
No,
and to
but I could put
cool it
jumpers
down,
on.
to cool a place down, what we actually do is produce heat.
Yes.
Like we're very good at producing heat. We're very bad at producing cold. Like cold is very hard to make.
Yeah, if you ever go to the back of your fridge,
kind of
you'll see the dichotomy of it.
Well, it's just taking the heat away, isn't it? That's what it's doing.
Yes, but you generate more heat in the process of doing that.
I love this. Blows my mind, and it shouldn't blow my mind because it's basic science, right? But I love the fact, for some reason, that chest freezers are the most efficient form of freezer.
It's so cool. They're so. I literally watched a documentary, like a short YouTube documentary about this recently. And their chest freezers are startlingly efficient.
Yeah.
Because the cold air just stays.
Yeah.
Obviously, you open the door, the cold air just fucking stays there. It
So
doesn't
we
go
should have ovens on the roof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ovens should be at height. Yeah.
Something that always freaks me out when I think about it is that cold doesn't exist.
Yeah,
No,
Because we experience.
People say, "Oh, you're letting the cold in," and even I say it, and then I chide myself internally.
No, we don't. We're not scientistic. Like using it colloquially is totally fine, but just in reality, like we think we experience cold as a sensation and we experience heat as a sensation, but really,
It's a
just
relative
heat.
thing.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah. There's only
Yeah, it's not a song of ice and fire. It's a song of fire and less fire.
Less fire. Also, I'm sorry, but like we can only go down to like minus 270 whatever Celsius.
Minus 273.25.
But I don't know. Again, this is arbitrary. But you can go up into the million. You can go millions of upwards.
Sky's the limit, baby.
Sky's the limit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of more energy.
Yeah.
Entropy, innit?
Anyway, sorry. Go on.
Well, I mean, things can only stop vibrating once they've stopped vibrating.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
That's
You can always vibrate more, but you can. But once you stop, then I guess that's
it. Yeah. Done.
I don't know why this is my my impression of a.
That's molecules vibrating.
Yeah.
You can vibrate as fast as you want. Like.
Yeah. Don't make a mess, Drew.
So anyway. And this is actually pointed out in one of the wiki, the fan wiki things. It's the first time that Holden has been alone since the Canterbury in this episode.
Why is he alone?
When the engineers go off the ship. And he's on the Rocinante by himself.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time he's ever been alone. I mean, you know.
They actually highlight that with a little
they
bit
do,
of
because
editing
they
or whatever,
highlight
don't
that
they,
all
Rose?
four crew members are separated and alone at various points. Yeah.
So in some ways, whilst this did feel like an episode of The Expanse compared to say season 4, they're not together. Now I'm assuming they'll meet up relatively quickly, maybe in the next episode or something.
Well, can we talk about Naomi leaving? Because for me, this is a bit tropey in an annoying way, where she's like, "This is something I need to do on my own."
Yeah, where they've already had these conversations about not leaving each other and
several times, multiple times,
And but they do sort of, she
justifies it.
Yeah, she justifies. They crowbar in some justifications.
Also, I've said before. I'll just say it again at the start of this season, so we know, like the Naomi, Philip, Marco stuff. I care about Naomi. It's not that I don't care about Naomi as a character, but I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about Philip. I don't care about her relationship with Philip. I'm not sympathetic to that.
Yeah, they've never.
I don't know why.
They've just never built anything into the show for us to make us care about it.
Well, we've only just met Philip. I mean, if he was
but there's been hints about him all
character,
along.
But hints. But I if he was. I don't know if he had a minor plot line.
Yeah, exactly.
This minorest of plot lines or something.
Yeah, whereas this is the actual. This is the first time we get some real plot time, and it's also the time that Naomi goes off to find them. Now it's like right, okay, it's all happening at once. It is one of the less
compelling.
Compelling parts of this series. This.
Sorry, I meant Manscaped.
Pardon? You meant Manscaped? Yeah.
Oh, one thing that going back to Tycho Station for a moment. So Fred Johnson's talking with Holden, and they bring up the Eye of Sauron thing.
Yeah.
And doesn't he say? Because I didn't quite. I felt like maybe this is information I forgot, or it didn't stick the first time. But it says like he brings up the. I'll just show you because to be honest, I can't describing it. I
know what you mean. The thing that the thing that scientist lady says we can't actually detect in other ways. It seems to be some point, getting only visible to the humans that are.
Oh,
to see it.
Yeah, because they sent animals through the Eye of Horus or whatever, and. This Eye of Sauron, and this is like, are these are these life forms?
I think those are the red aliens, I think, or something they've constructed, or there's some emanation of the red aliens. Yeah, if you don't mind me coining that as what we're going to call them.
All right, the red aliens, not to be confused with the Red Indians, because we don't use that terminology on Space Virgins.
The native aliens. They
show up and they're red, and we call them the Red Aliens, and then it turns out that we have basically named a species because of their first looked like the first visible.
No, it's not. It's where we thought. No, because I was reading some stuff by Native American sort of race scientist people, not race science. Jesus Christ, race politics people. And yeah, there was this Native American leader who, not every, again, of course, not all Native Americans agree with this, but he was saying, no, I want to keep the name Red Indian because it preserves the white man's stupidity. And I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's just so grossly inaccurate. Both words are just so wrong.
It's a mistake. A very ignorant mistake, I guess.
And also the fact that they basically, right up until probably the 60s or 70s, they basically lumped everybody who's a native North American into one group. The tribes thing was shown as was made to be some sort of, it was very it was portrayed as militaristic rather than social, and it was this tribe attacked our poor settlers, and this tribe were at war with this other tribe. It's
actually something. Yeah, I mean they're always portrayed as like military. But something that blows my mind is only tangentially related. But the fact that because depiction of especially the kind of cowboy films that we grew up with, like Native American culture is always depicted as like a horse-based culture. Horses are very important, but because there were no horses in America until Europeans arrived there. Horses did not exist. They were not initially a horse-based culture at all.
Yeah, there's so many things like that. Oh god. Yeah.
And also, the thing I wonder, right, is where the name comes from. It's like presumably someone amongst the colonists or the initial settlers or whatever, like they knew at some point this wasn't India. Why do they stick with it? Like, was this like Christopher Columbus was like
before?
Well, I mean, the Caribbean being called the West Indies, which is a term we still use. West India.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Is it Christopher Columbus was?
Well,
just like,
wait a minute. I think I've got a Hamish theory.
How long till they realised it wasn't India? That's interesting.
Well, pretty much right away.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because anyway, my theory, the Hamish theory I've got, is that it's deliberate to enforce colonialism because we owned India.
That might, yeah. Once they, I think there was definitely a point where they thought it was India, but that makes sense.
That actually makes much more sense. Yeah, like it's almost
the
like
new India in the sense of our new colony, just our new colony.
Our new colony.
Yeah.
Is ours sort of thing.
Definitely. Stuff. Yeah, it was just like Indian had become synonymous with
be a shorthand for
colonial subjects.
Because I mean, the jewel of the empire and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I would put my money on that one. Well done, Hamish.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job, Hamish. We've discovered and solved racism.
PhD funding pending.
We've solved racism. Well done, guys. We've solved racism.
You're welcome, planet Earth.
Yeah. The last little thing I've got in my notes is the last thing that happens.
Three Asian white men solve racism. Sorry.
3 Asian white men.
I thought you said Asian white
at first
men.
as well. Yeah. How could we both Asian and white? But there are white people in Asia.
Katya is Asian white. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Back to a brown person, Marco. Marco and that is one thing about Marco that doesn't sit too well with me, is that he is a brown person and he's a terrorist.
I wonder. I think they mentioned in this in Ty and this guy, and so there's a definitive answer to this. But I think my read is it's a commentary on that. Like because you don't do like the makers of this show are smart enough to not do that by accident.
By accident, yeah.
So
sorry, not do what by accident?
Make the bad guy,
the
overt bad guy, the overt terrorist bad guy.
Right. Okay.
And he is. I don't know what the dude's ethnicity is, but he has a sort of Middle Eastern look to him. Yeah. I think it's fair to.
Yeah.
But his speech at the end, his rousing. I mean, Marco's obviously a villain.
There's a lot of things to connect to that as well, if I may.
But it got me. I'm on board. He convinced me.
It's very convincing.
And the line at the end says we have the power to be audacious, and I was like, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Some nice.
Good word. Good use.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is as well is that like they've done a few different, like they've had a few different races of baddies.
Mm-hmm.
I think, or has it just been Jules Pierre Mao and then old white guys? Any women?
Baddies? I mean, Jules Pierre Mao, the sort of villains of the show: Jules Pierre Mao, Murtry, and now Marco. Yeah,
Murch is definitely white.
Oh, and the doctor, but yeah.
The doctor. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Was it not Dr. Stanford? Not that.
Doctor Mean Guy.
Yeah. So
the one with the
know,
kids
like,
is what the one we're talking about. The one with Qatar and so on.
Although I guess I don't know. I don't want to like go too much into the stereotypes, but he is a leader of a rebellion, isn't he? Rather than
who is the leader of Marco, rather than lead because Jules Pierre Mao is the leader of a corporation.
Yeah,
so,
I think there's a definite sort of there's definite bits of lots of other people from history in Marco's character, and I think that in an ironic sort of way, Che Guevara type things going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's certainly what they're trying to avoid.
Right. In relation to that whole end scene, then, because a lot of it it's just it's a speech being played back on the news or something, or on the Builters thing, whilst he's like surveying his little plans and going and twiddling his moustache. But that starts with when I think it's when Alex arrives at Mars. No, not Alex. Shit, hang on. Give me a second.
Amos arrives on Earth.
Well, anyway, whichever one it's one of the two. It's when one of them arrives. I think it might be Mars. There's like a hologram of a ship, and 516 souls were lost, and it's that ship's called the Augustin Gamara. And no, the books it's slightly different. So, but I'm going to I'll just go straight for what it is in the show. It's the one that Marco and Naomi blew up.
Oh, is it?
That's what that ship is.
I did wonder what that was.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, I was like, I know the name, but I can't remember why. And another thing is this. I don't know if this is in. This might not exist in the TV show. Hang on. It doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to even mention that then, because that's something that it's connected to this. But there's a difference between what happens with the Augustin Gamara in the books and the TV show. So I'll ignore the other thing because it's only relevant to the books. But yeah, Level City. Yeah, it's Level City, so it is Luna. So it's when Amos arrives. You're right. So the ship blew up at the docks on the Luna base as well. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is a completely a tangent, but it's one that I think is definitely worth acknowledging.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the background up for it, because I never noticed this before. I don't know if
I'll zoom in on Chris again. Then.
Yeah, do a big Chris zoom. Rossi OS.
Rossios version. No, stop putting your finger in front of it because you're fucking up the focus. Hang on, Chris. Your quality's gone right down for me, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine for me. Rossios.
Yeah, but it's like version 5.1 or something, isn't it?
5.1.
I can't read it properly because Chris is moving and it's making the quality dip.
What does it say under that? Makuli Accusation.
Yeah, everybody's gone. Right, hang on. Drew's smoothed it, but Chris hasn't for some reason.
I could do a refresh.
Ooh. Yeah,
you're fine for me. I don't.
No. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm recording it. Is what I mean. So obviously, yeah. Rossios version 5.1, I think it says.
Yeah, it does.
And it's more modular acquisition. Oh, that's just the name of the what's happening.
What do you think it's based on? Ubuntu?
No, it doesn't look shit.
Definitely Gentoo.
No, they don't. It's like they don't. I don't know. Gentoo is like who would do that? Is that Naomi or would that be Taiko?
I'd be I'd be gentle.
Because if it's Naomi, I don't know. Naomi could be. She might be Arch. She. You know,
No, she can't be Arch because she's never mentioned it.
Yay! I run Arch, by the way.
I don't know. I don't know what Linux distribution Naomi would put on the Rossi.
But incidentally, Kieran Alexander, all I know about him is that he's Canadian. That's all I know about him.
Who's that? Sorry, who? Marco?
Kieran Alexander, the guy who plays Marco. Yeah.
Marco. Yeah. But yeah, no, his speech at the end, quite rousing. Got me on board. I'm fully on board. I'll launch asteroids at whatever you like.
Yeah. So then we see him scrolling through all the rocks that still exist. Obviously, they've lost one to this this fuck up, or test or whatever it was. They've lost one.
Yeah.
Rock number 9 is gone, or at least diminished and probably visible to scans.
Not to be confused with Mambo number 5, which is a very different.
No, it's a very different
That's
thing.
still on the way.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely coming out. I had to go back. I had to rewind slightly to look at because the target for the one that we do see, the last one that we see with the little time, 12 days to go or whatever countdown. I was trying to work out where it was, and I had to sort of rotate the thing because obviously, back to imperialism, we're used to seeing the map of the Earth with UK in the middle and north and south arbitrarily determined by us being the north, you know. But I worked out roughly where it's going to hit, and it's somewhere in Southeast Asia. It might be China. It's certainly that sort of area. Because if you look at the bit, Chris can bring it up, I suppose, because he's the bring it up man.
Yeah, he is.
Once you spot Australia, you get where it is going. So it's on the mainland of Asia, so it's just up towards China or something. It's past the island, past the islands and stuff, and past the little coastal.
Yeah, I've got this here. I could probably flip it around quickly if we had any.
I don't really need to. Yeah, if you look at it, roughly 90 degrees. Yeah, if you look at it roughly 90 degrees, you'll see that it's. Why are you?
Sorry,
why did you do that?
I was fading out of existence. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. But you see that if you look at the bottom left of the screen, that's Australia.
Right, yeah.
Are you talking about where the cross? Are we talking about where the crosshair is?
No.
Bottom left.
Yeah, but where the crosshair is where the target is. So it's somewhere in Southeast Asia.
What's on the far right?
No, that's North
Isn't
America.
It? No, it's
that's
not.
Antarctica.
Where the target is
I can't see it all
North
because
America.
Chris's head's in the way. Sorry, Chris.
Sorry.
I've got my own copy open. No, that's North America because you got North America and South America right there, leading down to Antarctica. Yeah, and Australia's on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, right. You're right. It's totally the other way around.
Yeah.
Totally the other way around. You're right because yeah.
And that's Africa. And
So that's Australia.
Eurasia.
No, that's not Africa. No, it's not Africa. What?
Africa's in the top left, and then Eurasia coming down, and then Australia on the bottom left,
No,
and then it's North America, South America, Antarctica.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in East Coast, North America. By the look of it,
New York,
really?
even.
Oh.
I'm not seeing this. Are you suggesting that?
Well,
are you
just
suggesting it's a
identify-
squashed up map rather than a realistic?
No,
map?
it's polar. The middle is the pole, and it's going out from the pole, the North Pole.
So right, I don't.
The middle of the map is the North Pole. Not the middle, but yeah, where the pole is the pole.
But I don't see how that makes the target America. Then.
So look. See. I mean, the comma shaped island on the right. That's South America, quite clearly, right? There's nothing else that can be.
Yeah,
The comma-shaped island on the right.
so that makes it that.
So going up from that, which is left,
Yeah,
that's
it's
North
North
America. Yeah.
So where
And
the crosshair is completely on the other side of the planet. Then
No, that's on North America.
no, it's not.
Hang on, I'm going to stream unprecedented.
I disagree because what the fuck is that at the bottom? The scales seems all wrong.
Can you see that?
Yeah. No, see the
eventually.
crosshairs in a different place on yours.
Oh.
Yeah. If you weren't looking at Chris's one, then the crosshair's different.
No, it's the same place on Chris's.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm looking at mine still.
Yeah.
Sorry, move your head just a second, Chris. Oh, what were you looking at? What we?
Yeah,
what timestamp?
We're looking at different.
49.
You're looking at an
minutes,
earlier
90
target
seconds.
as well. You're not looking at the same rock.
Okay, 49 something.
This one. There you go.
Oh, well, that's Africa. That's Africa. This is Eurasia.
What?
Look, there's Scandinavia. Can you see my mouse pointer?
Yeah, but I don't agree with you.
So this is Scandinavia. There's the UK. That's Spain. That's Africa. That's the Middle East. That's India. That's China.
Oh, it's flipped around as well.
So the North Pole is here, and everything's radiating out from the North Pole. Here's the North Pole. That's North America, South America, Antarctica. This is Russia, China, India. Oh, something's gone wobbly.
It's a
India,
very weird projection.
Australia.
Yeah, I've got Australia in the
that's
bottom
Africa.
left. So I thought that, yeah, okay.
So
that will
be
scale's
the
different.
Atlantic coast of Northish Africa will be that.
Right. Okay. I mean, it does have an actual longitude and latitude on the screen. We could be non-lazy and actually look that up. Okay, fuck it, I'll do it.
All right, we could do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Where
We are a science. We are a science show.
longitude.
We are a science.
Latitude.
That's the motto of our show.
We are a science.
We are a science.
Right. Type of place name? No, I want a latitude. Right. So what's the?
Have I stopped streaming now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can no longer see Chris's thing.
Oh, so sorry.
I'll zoom in on Chris's one again, which is fuzzy.
I've got a better one.
I'll just read it out to me.
Okay. Hang on. Okay. Oh. Okay. So it is. Oh, I've got a. Right. So it's. Oh shit! The things get in the way. Right. Okay. So it's. Where do I read from? Like 14 degrees. I'll put it up. It's confusing me.
What? I can read most of it if your head wasn't in the way.
Sorry, it's the hair that does it.
It's your hair, yeah.
There we
hair.
go.
Yeah, there we go. 14. I don't know how this takes notation, so I'm just putting a space between the numbers to see how we get on.
Look.
See if it works. And then 18. 04 47 west.
Yeah, it's going to be like Ghana. Ghana or Liberia is my... Yeah.
I'm still not seeing the way that projection works, but yeah, okay.
I think I do see.
Right. So what you're saying, right at the bottom of the crosshair on Chris's one, right? So you've got the circle and then the crosshair coming out of it. Directly to the left of the crosshair is the Middle East, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's somewhere like Ghana. Yeah. Actually, it's off the coast of Ghana, but then a tidal wave will still fuck everybody up. So yeah. It looks like it's off the coast of Accra.
Actually, I like that projection because it's probably it's every
projection is wrong because it's
it's
an oblate spheroid that we're living on, not a.
Arguably, I've heard arguments to the contrary.
Don't you start with your flat Earth nonsense, sir. I might as well look up where Keon Alexander's ethnicity is as well. There we go. Fuck it.
So the bit
while we're doing all this searching for stuff.
So you know the bottom bit of the crosshair on this thing here. So it doesn't say anything about his life. So all it says is he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
So that's
like all the villains of history. Yeah.
That's Australia. So is Britain like?
Look for Scandinavia to find Britain.
God, I can't see it on my side.
Yeah. This is the problem. Is the way it's laid out is kind of Also, that means that Marco is looking at it backwards, which is weird.
But the text is the right way.
Yeah, but Marco's at the other side of it from us.
Hang on, let me get up again. I'll get a geography lesson again.
Marco's looking towards us. Look. Or is
So,
that meant to
here
be a
you go.
reflection on a screen?
Are you looking at my stream?
Yeah.
So that is Scandinavia. You can tell because it's shaped like Scandinavia, and there's the UK.
Okay.
There's France. There's Spain, right next to Africa. That's the UK.
So that's
that
the
little couple of
Mediterranean
boxes.
Yeah.
at the tip of the bottom of the point thing.
No, the Mediterranean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Excellent.
Yeah.
We've solved the map.
Solved the map.
We've solved racism and maps.
And this is West India, and there's East India.
Right. Does anyone
Excellent.
else have any notes?
No, I
No.
did all my notes. Apart from I just have "You look amazing," which is what Amos says to
Yeah.
Abasorella.
There's the important note for that I had on there is
Well, all my notes have been in Vim. Guess how many lines of notes I've got now? This is including each. They're basically double spaced. Just have a guess.
When did you
Have
start?
you kept
when
all
did
your
you start
notes
your Vim notes
from the start?
Just a bit of fun. Season 1, episode 1. I've got my notes all the way through
right. In one file, yeah.
in one file.
All right. So this is episode 49.
How many lines is
I
it?
think?
How many lines of
Yeah.
code?
How many lines of code is these notes?
Oh, I want to say
I want to say 650.
Double space. Bear in mind.
Oh,
200.
if a double space, then 1200.
It's,
Then
it's 984.
Wow.
That's how many lines of notes I've got. Yeah.
I'm killing trees every time. Sorry,
Yeah. I'm only killing
But
electrons.
I'm old school, you know.
Well, you've got beautiful.
Having
Black
said that,
ink.
you're running a computer which runs power, which also contributes to. Yeah, I think we're all evil.
We're all
Yeah, oh,
evil.
We're all equally evil.
Oh, no, I didn't say equally evil.
Can you stop? Yeah, thank you. Oh, let's put you on the other side now. You've joined the UN.
Hey, we found a way to.
Oh, so he's fucked off then. He'll be back.
Well,
though. He will come back.
Wales just got nuked. Oh, no.
No, Wales has been unnuked. Yeah.
Unnuked.
Oh, if Wales got nuked, I've probably seen a flash out the window, mate. I'm not that far away from the border. Yeah.
Get the Seven Estuary on your door.
I learned watching again a documentary somewhere. If the flash is white, that's how you know it's a nuke, rather than if conventional high explosives have a yellow-orange flash, whereas nukes
it's
have
chemical
it's
thing,
pure
yeah.
white.
Pure
flash,
white light.
I
But
can
also
imagine you
very much
explaining to
brighter.
that to someone as we're all about
Yeah.
to die.
Bombs are going off.
you know
Yeah.
what?
No, that's fine.
That
That's
one's
fine. That one's orange. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was like right there, and there's another one coming. Yeah, but at least we know it's just a conventional bomb that's going to kill us.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Kinder, gentler machine gun hand, as the song lyric goes. Yeah. So, Chris, question for you then. Early impressions of Series 5 then. What do you think?
I think we're back on track.
Yeah.
I liked seeing the familiar places, Tycho.
Medina
was that the
Station.
only familiar place?
No, Medina
Earth.
Station.
Medina Station, yeah.
Mars.
Okay, the one. It
Rocinante.
felt like we were in.
Tycho Station, have we already said that?
Yeah, Tycho.
Cuddly
that's like
Toy. Tease Maid.
Wibbly figure.
Oh, on an unrelated note, you're talking about stationery and stuff. When I was in Bath, I was literally saying to Alan, I kind of miss Filofaxes. No, I always had a knockoff one, not an actual Filofax, because I still like writing things down. And also Filofaxes, there's so many cool things that they've managed to put into little flat packages to put in, like little rulers and fold-out maps. There's all sorts of cool things.
It's very nerdy. That's very stationary nerdy, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted. I've never had one, but I've always wanted a reason to have a Rolodex. Since I was a kid, whenever I saw a Rolodex on TV or on a film or whatever, I thought that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Right, I didn't buy these deliberately because of the design of the backing, but the backing is for the Filofax. So it's it's this little note tabs you put in a book or whatever. I use them for role playing games mostly for marking pages. But it's on Filofax ring binder thing, and there's a rule on the edge.
I haven't written
14
down a
centimetre.
address book.
Yeah, well, I lose file. I mean, I'm terrible at keeping notes of things. Whereas if it's paper written down, I will,
Well,
if
the
it's
thing is,
inside some sort of folder, then I keep it.
the thing is, it's like
Nice Rolodex
basically.
I want one.
So
My-
anyway, I was saying to Alan, I kind of fancy getting one. And we were walking around the store. I think it was W.H. Smith's or something like that. We were walking around, and there was this little section of actual Filofaxes, and a knockoff brand was a bit cheaper, but both of them are so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
How much is it expensive for a Filofax?
The same sort of price you would have paid for it when it was a thing. I thought.
Well, I don't know. Is
30
it like
or 40
£10
quid for the small
30
one.
or
The small
40
one.
quid?
The small one. The really small one. The decent sized one, like the middly sized, like A5 size one that I think's a good place.
the more-
They
the
were
more
about 50
sort of-
quid, 60 quid.
I think the current version of a Filofax for like sort of, I guess more arty, like moleskins. The moleskin.
Ugh, yeah,
pad.
the
Like that, yeah.
notebook things, yeah. But I was looking at getting a folio though, which is like a little like I've got, well, you've seen it before. I've got, of course, my clipboard that I got. This one is not. I bought this to replace one that was like really old and falling apart, and it's cheaper and not as good. Although I did googly eye it up,
Yep.
which
Googly
they
eye,
always get
shout out
squashed when I
googly
lean it
eyes.
over. Sorry.
Shout out to the
Shout
googly
out to the
eyes.
googly eyes. But the problem with it is it's only really takes one pad, and it's not, that's not a particularly thick pad, but it has trouble with that. And on top of that, the little sleeve pocket thing is very tight. You can't really get much in it. So I was looking at those folio ones, which are like basically the same thing but thicker.
I think
You know,
we've got to
the
end it
folders
here.
and
We're
stuff.
we're talking about clipboards.
Yeah. Hey, this
Do you
is
know,
this is
I,
serious business.
The reason I keep my addresses in a written address book is that if I die, at least people can then get notified. Because how the hell do you do it?
Well,
It's just stuck in your phone.
from current experience, literally, yes, that is an issue. And
Oh yeah.
fortunately, my mum is of an age, or she was of an age, where she was using Facebook. So as long as you knew a couple of her friends, it then got disseminated that way, But I think that's quite.
I've thought about setting up an email with a dead man switch, basically, where I have to press the button effectively every week or so. Otherwise, this email goes
Well,
out.
don't do it every week. That seems like every month. I don't know.
Well, whatever time period, yeah. Anyway, we've got to end it. 'cause
if I die,
I really need to
can-
go to the loo.
If
I
you
really need a piss, yeah.
okay, but here's one
You
thing.
go-
My final
No, you
last
can't do
wish and
this to us,
testament.
Chris.
Okay.
Okay, is if I die, you have my. I don't know if it's my permission to give, but you can put a video out on my PeerTube channel just to let people know. Okay.
Okay.
But I was
Celebration.
oh god, now I'm dying to go to the loo as well. But you're talking about dead man switch. You want to be careful what you put in that, how much you reveal, and what have you, in case you get it by accident.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I might be dead, but there's also I might have just changed my email address.